Club, y'all know what's going on, right? As soon as I get up in the hallway, it gets live. You know what I'm saying? We going live today. Right now it's going viral, right? We want to turn up today, right? XP Mentor community, we want to go in today. Today's going to be one of those days where all my family come in, all my people going to come in and tear it up today. Today's one of those days where I'm going to be waiting for a lot of different XP mentors today. I need my XP mentors to come up. Trey is first. Trey's here first. You know what I'm saying, Trey? It's gonna be a crazy episode, Trey. And you know it's dope, Trey? I did a recap of yesterday's episode where we went hard, right? So let's wait until some more people get in here. I know Trey's gonna warm it up for me. I know we gonna dang get this thing started up, but I really need you guys to understand. Look, Robert's here already, right? We gonna get this thing ramped up, but I really want to talk about inspiration today. It's gonna be like an inspiration episode, right? How many people can get inspiration from this episode, right, Trey? We going all the way in. And the episode from last night, Robert, was fire. I need y'all to click this link at the top because episode 115 was fire. We went all the way in with this. You deserve better. Act like it. Clubhouse clips. But we waiting for some more friends to pull up. Let's wait. Y'all know what it is. Trey, let's get this thing started. Ping the room up. Share the room up. Big stack. Let's go.
I got the bank all blues. All blues. Put that thing in sport. Now I'm putting at the truth. They say they all like who's I put them on the back of the coupe. This truck might be clean, but the other truck got the tools. Please don't try to give you life on queso. 100 bag, with potatoes. Run it back, all the way to the pop, man. Run it up, now we in the cockpit. Look at my shirt, look at the leaks. I'ma bring a bad piece to the tropics. Say she want me to get it. You can try this. It's charity, baby. It's non-profit. I got this. It's clarity, baby. If I can get this, no problem. Number one, I gave her the keys. Now she poppin'. Chopping up chicken like Philippe's. No hibachi. I just bought that little bag from Paris. They don't got this. Before I walk in it, big, yeah. Before I walk in it, look, I came on the freshest in this. Ooh, yeah. All blues, all blues. We the one made the rules, made the cool.
Listen, I want y'all to know that when XP Mentor get up in here, look, Jacob's in here early, Shantae's in here early, right? Like, we about to have a great XP Mentor room. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. I want everybody to chime in on this one. This one's going to be a fire one, right? Ping the room up, share the room up as soon as possible. As soon as you guys come in, just share the room out to the hallway. Get up in the chat, right? We had a great room yesterday. We were talking about you deserve better, act like it, right? Some of y'all made the clips from yesterday. So if y'all click this episode, you guys will be able to, see who made it. See what parts made it. I know Joelle made it too when she came in, Trey, when she was talking to you, when she was in the car line. I know that she made it. I know that Scotty did his episodes a couple days ago, and more people are coming on every day. And I need more guests as well, right? So I want to get more people on the Stackpack podcast, right? And if you guys want to come on the Stackpack podcast, right, it's simple. It's not even hard, Trey. This is all they got to do, Trey. They just got to do this right here. They got to listen to this, and they going to.
If you want to become a guest on the Stackpack podcast show, visit stackpackpodcast.com and check out the new episodes that are available online, and also schedule your day to come on the show at bookwithstack.com. Thank you for the endless support. Continue to watch Stackpack Trailblaze with marketing, music production, and the media world.
Become a guest, you guys know what to do, right? Go get on the calendar. I want to talk to you guys, and we're going to take these relationships offline, and we're going to talk about some entrepreneur stuff. But listen, I'm going to toss the mic up. Trey, Robert, Amanda, Jacob, Shantae, Nikolai, Teresa, Tori, thank you guys for being here. We're just getting started. Can you guys please warm the room up for me? What does inspiration, mean to you guys? Does it make life better? Let's talk. Let's get into a conversation. I'm tossing the mic up. Let's warm it up, guys. Let's go.
Hey everyone. Oh, Stack, I am so excited about this topic. And you know what I believe, listening audience, Trey Urban here. I believe that the only way life can get better is with inspiration, right? Because it's the only way that gives you that gleam, the hope, the joy, like the belief that something else can happen besides what you've already experienced. And it comes from something. Something has to inspire you, I think, to want your life to be better. Most of us, I know, especially me, I used to work in reverse. I used to always wonder why life was happening to me and didn't understand that I was creating it, that I was choosing to do the things I did, be around the people that I was around who were sucking the life out of me, right? I was making the choices. I didn't realize that whatever little glimpse of inspiration I thought I was having got sucked away by all of the other negative people around me who were the doubters, were the naysayers, were the people who had zero hope or belief that life could be amazing. So I, for one, believe that inspiration is the key to having a better life. It is the key to your mental body making the decision that it's not going to put up with whatever anymore. It's going to go after what it wants. It's going to go after the better friends, the better environment, the better car, the whatever it is that inspires you, right? So I love this topic, Stack. Man, you have been coming up with some hot freaking topics. Oh
Let
my God.
go. Trey's in the building. Look, we coming in hot, right? I need you guys to ping the room up, share the room up, because we're just getting started, right? Does life get better with inspiration? I want to hear what you guys think before I come in burning this shit up, because I got a lot to talk about with inspiration, making your life better, right? And the things that it can do for you in the future if you do it now. So I need you guys to continue to warm this up. Let's continue, right? Sherry, welcome to the stage. Michael Yap Yap, thank you for the stage. Nikolai, Lindsay, right? Listen, everybody, welcome to the stage. We're just getting started. Let's warm this room up. Go ahead, guys. Talk about the topic. Let's get into it. And like I said, you guys talk on here. Some of these clips make the podcast. Some of these clips make the XP podcast. So be intentional when you guys are in here. So I'm tossing the mic up. Let's go.
I just came in. I just came in. I don't know what is. You continue first, Stack.
What does the topic mean to you, Yap Yap? Does life get better with inspiration? How about you talk about the topic, brother? How you feel about that? Does life get better with inspiration?
Uh, life, 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 life is just a temporary journey. Okay, it's inspirational. I guess yes, yes. We 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 love every moment of our life, but of course we have to sleep well, and we have to do a lot of exercise, and we have to eat a healthy food, and make ourselves happy and healthy. Of course, we have to be healthy so that we can become happy. Okay, and and that is my what I am.
I appreciate that, Yap Yap, because you got to stay healthy for inspiration. I want to pass it the mic around, Yap Yap. I appreciate you, brother. Let's keep
Thank
chiming
you.
in. Who else wants to come in about inspiration? Does it make life better? Let's talk. Y'all know when I do these entrepreneur talks, I need them intentional. So Shantae, over to you.
Thank
Let's
you,
go.
Stack. I keep missing the room, and it's been busy. So I just want to hop in here before I get another phone call, and I get interrupted. I was sharing the room out. So if you guys can still share it out, I know we can't ping the way that we used to, but please make sure that you're sharing it out on Twitter, X, whatever it's called. You've got Instagram, you've got all these different ways that you can share the room out. So I do feel that this is a great topic because without inspiration in your life, it's kind of like droll, right? I mean, you don't find happiness, you don't find peace, you don't find sadness, you don't find any of the emotions that are being part of human. And one of the first things that my husband ever told me was that whatever I do in life, I need to love what I'm doing. I need to have inspiration. I need to have passion in everything that I do. And I've got 5 kids, and they bring me lots of passion, lots of different levels. um, but
Oh,
I
so you
really
saying the
think
kids, Shantae? So you saying your kids bring you that inspiration in your
they
life, right?
do. They do very
Let's
much
put
so
some ones in
because
the
they're,
chat. If you guys got kids in your life that give you inspiration, put some ones in the chat. And Shantae, expand on that a little bit. How did the kids give you the inspiration? Let's go.
for one, when you're a parent, they make you want to be a better person. They make you want to get, the best things in life. They make you want to get out of bed. Like, I mean, I struggle with depression a lot. And there's days where, like, I really just don't want to get out of bed. I just want to stay in bed. I could do everything from my bed, right? um but because of my kids, I get out of bed every single day. My husband got taken, and he was a huge driving force in helping me deal with my depression, because I don't take meds. I try to do everything holistically and naturally. And when he got taken, like, it was a full force. Get out of bed, do this for your kids, be better. They're watching you because they watch everything we do, right? So they inspire me to be better. They inspire me to want to go out there and just conquer the world, so to speak. And they help me want to make it a better place for them, because they're growing up in it. And everything that we do in our life, for those of you that do have kids, you understand that part of it. And it really inspires you. I mean, when my kids are doing really good in school and people come up and they tell me what an incredible mom I am, whether I feel like I am or not, that gives me inspiration, because it tells me that I'm doing something right. And it's just in life, you I don't have the quite the right words this today. I was going to say this morning, but it's not morning now, it's noon here. But whatever you do in life, love it, have some inspiration, find that inspiration, whatever inspires you. Even if you don't have kids, there's got to be something out there, walking the ocean barefooted, traveling, food, whatever it is that inspires you, find it and don't let it go. Keep the passion growing. Whatever you got to do, whoever you need to be around, your circle has a huge influence on that. The people that you surround yourself with, they're going to help you stay inspired, because if you're going around people that are lower than you, or at the same level as you, even, you're it's a lot harder to keep that inspiration going. But when you go around people that are smarter than you, that are further along than you, that are more successful than you, right? I mean, it's easy to hit success. Everybody could hit success, but remaining successful is always a challenge, because you've got to keep it going. You've got to keep that steady, and it takes a lot of work. And whoever you surround yourself with, that's how you're going to keep growing. That's how you're going to stay inspirational. Like, you surround yourself with people like Jay, Stack, Trey, Robert, Amanda, Lindsaya. Lindsay always got wonderful words for people. She's just an inspiration to so many people, and I could listen to her all day. And just so many others, right? But you always want to surround yourself with people on a higher level than you, because you're always going to grow, you're always going to learn. And when you're going through these moments in life where you're just like, you don't know if you can keep going, right? You don't know if you just have the strength to keep going, but you look at whatever keeps that inspiration going in you, and you know that this too shall pass. You know that you're gonna get over whatever hump is in your way. And when you do, you're going to come out so much stronger, so much healthier, so much better, and that inspiration is going to just multiply. So I'm going to toss the mic back up. And look at that, so grateful that I didn't get a phone call.
You didn't get a phone call.
Woo-wee. Come on, Lindsay. Come in.
Exact- She didn't get a phone call, nor did she lose service out there in the middle of the country. Oh my goodness, Shantae, we got all of you today and freaking love you so much. And I mean, I'm so grateful for you, sweet sister, and thank you for the love. It takes one to see one. So I see you, Queen. Thank you for seeing me. And this is when you talk about circling up with inspiration, that's exactly what we are called to do in community. It is so important that we mirror for each other, that we hold safe, sacred space, that we give ourselves permission to bump around and be human and be okay with a redirection, with a square, square look in the eyes. And again, this is from people who are in that trusted circle that hold that sacred space, not everybody in every arena. And so I can honor somebody and say, listen, you mean a lot to me, and your opinion about this particular thing, excuse me, has no impact on me. And I don't say that to be dismissive of you. That's because I know clearly what's an integrity for me in this way. And so, not everybody for everything. Instead, it is so important, like, who are we keeping around to inspire regarding that thing? And for me, it's the light. Like, I believe every single human inspires us to be a greater version of ourselves. Each human interaction teaches us something. And so, it is in the witnessing of that, like what comes up for me. And I believe that everybody is inspiring. I believe if we hold that safe, sacred space, if we provide an
Put some
opportunity.
ones in the chat if you feel like you inspiring, right, Lindsay? Put some goddamn ones in the chat. Y'all got to get up in the chat. Inspiring. Lindsay is firing it up right now. Be inspired about something. Lindsay, please inspire us. Let's go.
Listen, the reality is the inspiration comes from within us. And then it's when we allow ourselves to be witnessed, to be seen, and also to do the mirroring, that's when that is like so amplifying. And so for me, like, we are our own inspiration if we look inward, and if we allow those that we come in contact with, whether they are chosen or not, because not everything is by our choosing. And so every single interaction is an opportunity to teach us something. So inspiration is through, what did that bring up in me? What is it that they have that I would like to be more like, or I would like to bring forth more in me? That's inspiring. And I also say it's really important. There is a big difference between inspiring and copying. And so it is so important that we allow people to be inspired by
Oh, you
us.
said it
And
right there, Lindsay. What's the difference, Lindsay, between that? Because a lot of people need to get that. And being inspired and copying. Because you can be inspired by someone, but it's another thing to just copy the shit and take the whole thing. So, Lindsay, can you please break down the difference for us, please? What's the difference between, being inspired and copying? Let's go.
yeah, well, one thing I like to say is that there are very few completely original thoughts in this world. And so typically when we say copying, it's because it's more intentional than that. And I don't think it always has to be a conscious thing. I think when you're really inspiring and you invite people to, do the things you do, there are others that are like, "Ooh, yes, me too." And some will do it identically. And in some instances, like, there's a lot within our community that we have overlapping, and we do dynamically in many different ways. And it's invited because that's part of our expansion and creation of, more self-love in the world. And I've also had where the very organization that I have named has been, people that I work in business with started and launched a business with the identical name, like only removing one. And I could have thrown my arms up. I could have lost my shit. I definitely felt triggered. I definitely got really clear on my boundaries. And I had a really important conversation. And here's the most important thing I believe when there's confusion with more than one other person is that we never have the conversation with only one person. If there's more than one person that's part of the situation, when the conversation goes down, it goes down with everyone, because it's important that everyone gets to hear the exact same message. And then we can come into, like, how did that land with you? But now you have other people who may truly understand you. So for me, what did I do? I went right to the humans that I had this experience with, and I addressed it lovingly. I addressed it kindly. I addressed it from a solutionary standpoint. So, providing ideas that I thought would be helpful to remedy. And because of those things, guess what? They rebranded the company to be in alignment with what they were already
Ooh-wee.
doing,
They
right?
rebranded? They rebranded, Lindsay?
They
Damn.
did. Yes, absolutely. And rightfully so. There, it doesn't make sense to have the Wellness Warrior Collective and the Wellness Collective like running in the exact same territory working within the same community and already co-collaborating. Like that doesn't make sense. However, I don't own the word collective, and there are lots of collectives in this world. And so we were able to find a remedy because, again, I believe when you're inspiring, I don't think that those women set out to copy me. I think copying can happen when you're inspiring. And so it's very important to be able to stand up for yourself, have firm boundaries, do it lovingly, and be solutionary. That is so important. Like, don't come complaining about something if you don't have a solution with how to solve it. And so copying is part of
Hold up,
being
Lindsay. Say
inspired.
that again. Hold up. Say that again. You thought you was slick. You thought you was slick. Say that again. And if you guys agree with Lindsay, put some fire emojis in the chat. Say that one more time, Lindsay, because I think they need to hear that. Like real live right now. Let's go. Say it again.
Yeah, don't, I mean, if I say it identically, lucky for you.
Please,
I
I'll
mean, the
try. I don't even
reality,
remember. It was so good. Please try.
but the reality is, like, don't come with the problem without having
Come
the
on. Let's
solution.
go
That
right
is
there.
like it is so important to me. It is so important to me. If you have put enough time and effort into finding the problem, find a solution too. And I lovingly get to be on the other side of this. I have had beautiful humans come to me and say, hey, this isn't working, and these are some ideas that I have around making it better. And I'm like, yes, let me sit with that. Let me envision what that looks like, how that feels. Why is it so important? Because, again, there is a difference between copying and inspiring. Inspiring is, I'm inspired by, I want to do something that looks and feels in this essence, but has my unique fingerprint. And copying is, can I take what you've done, what you've built, what you have created, and can I duplicate it? And likely without your permission, unless it's been permitted. And so those two things are important to discern. And so keep inspiration so that you know where you want to lean into, and then always ensure that it truly represents you and not the person who's inspired you. That's what I truly believe in terms of being inspiring. And Stack, you've got me all fired up here this afternoon on this one. It's a good one because we definitely want to talk about, what inspires you? What do you think? Does life get better with inspiration? How does it flow in your ether? How does
Wee.
it show up? So, Stack, I'm going to toss this back to
Listen,
you
we in
and
the bill. I
excited
need
to
y'all
hear
to
it.
share the room out and ping the room out. Y'all heard Lindsaya. Y'all gotta get up in the chat. Y'all gotta get up in here. Joel, I see you busting through the mic. Joel screaming and busting through the mic right now. Listen, go, Joel. Please let us know what's going on. Over to you. Thank you for coming in to XP Mentor again. Let's go.
Holy guacamole mustacholi. Number one, somebody almost hit me with their car. Hi, welcome to my world. Traveling all over, making deals. Anyway, what Lindsaya, holy crap. The moment you said about everybody has that value to inspire, it was what I was thinking, because when I am able to be present for others, no matter what place, where they are at in life, I can be inspired. They can inspire me. I had to take breaks today from work, from practitioners that I work with as clients, and not for work, but for just them to just be raw and just be like, I'm having a hard time. And these people are dynamos, but it inspired me. I'm like, wow, if this person can be that raw and authentic, damn. I was like, this is so impressive, because you learn so very much from every kind of experience, good or bad, that comes through your life. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic level you are, there's inspiration all around us. So thank you so much, Lindsaya. I feel like I want to Xerox copy what you said, but after you said, don't copy, I get you. I get you. And Lindsaya knows this. When I had a goddess circle way back in the days, and I was called to do a speaking engagement, and I made a reference to Linzaya's wonderful Wellness Warrior Collective with Ezra and Sarah and everything. And at no point did I say this was my business, right? But they put it on a publication. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "No. This is for expansion. So besides the wonderful conversation, I'm giving you different places of where you can go to be inspired." to further go into that practice of self-care and self-love and finding a community. So I gave a couple of places and they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, "No, I just want to make sure you know that I am never going to, say, copy something verbatim." I immediately reached out to Lindsay. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you won't believe what they did." And of course, as we know with Lindsaya, she comes from a place of just complete love, and you just feel like a big warm hug whenever you talk to her. Sorry, Lindsay, I didn't mean to make this into the Lindsaya, let's go praise you. But it
We love
really was,
Lindsay. Go ahead, Joel.
right?
Keep it coming. We love Lindsay. Let's go.
I know, but it was just so refreshing because I was so like, not that all of a sudden they're gonna be like immediately sending something to Lindsaya, but I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't want you to be confused by that. This is this beautiful soul and these other people who started the group. So yes, I get so inspired by so many people, especially people in this room that I have followed because of how they have shared in different spaces. And I'm like, damn, I want to get to know more about this person. Not that I want to be you, but more along the lines of saying, you know what, I'd like to implement some of what they're doing. So thank you so much for this topic and allowing me to, just spew stuff out of my mouth hole. But what you were saying, Lindsay, so much resonated with what I was thinking that I'm like, did shit just jump into my head? What's going on? So thank you everybody for this space. I really appreciate it.
Let's keep going in because it's going to be a fire ass conversation. We're going to keep talking about this conversation. I love it. Does life get better with inspiration? We're having a great conversation, and I want everybody to take the mic today. Everybody gets a voice in XP Mentor. It doesn't matter who you are. If you guys haven't talked, you guys at the bottom, we want to hear what you think about the topic because, I'm coming in laying it down about, life does it get better with inspiration, and I'm going to be talking about it and laying down some fire steps. But I want you guys to continue to have a conversation, heat it up for me, and then I'm coming in. I'm coming in hot, and I'm pretty sure everybody else is going to be coming in hot. No, Jay's in here, Robert, Jacob, Shantae, Amanda, everybody's here, right? Everybody's gonna go in, but I need you guys to continue the conversation. And thank you for being here. Who else came? Cynthia came, Trey, Eamon. Dang, everybody's coming to the stage. Everybody continue to share the room out. I want you guys to share. Please, somebody else take the mic. Who's coming in next? Let's go.
I'll jump in here.
Cynthia,
Hey
let's
guys.
go.
Happy Thursday to you guys. I'm in between my grandma duties and cooking, cleaning, folding clothes and mopping and all that other good stuff. But I want to jump in here and get my inspiration and my energy and the love that I so need today for strength. And this is a good topic, Stack. Does life get better with inspiration? I would say yes, as long as you're around the right inspiration. And what first came to mind, I came in at the end of what Lindsay was saying, and I love what she said, and I missed it. And I totally agree with what I heard. And I just love her. I love her, love her, love her energy, everything about her. And so, but first thing that came to mind was the military, which is what I know. And I'm the kind of person, if you give me a puzzle or how we need to get across this river, and this is what this is, and this is, I'm going to stand there and look at it. And I'm going to inspire other people to, what do you think? And what do you think? To just use your mind. And I think the worst thing that can happen to a person, particular person that has great inspirational qualities, is not to be able to share it and don't have a open door when you ask people what do they think. And I'm all about it being a team player. I'm all about everybody having an input, because you don't do things by yourself in the world. I know I don't. You have to have lock arms with other people in life if you want to be successful. And we say, and you guys say this all the time in the room, and I think one of the worst things to do is die with passion on the inside of you, hope and potential. And one thing I used to do is get the lowliest looking private when I was in the military that looked like he just was a rag bag, whatever is a term they used to call it. And I used to bring them under
Rag bag. I like that one. What's that one mean? What's that rag bag mean? Talk to
it.
me, Cynthia.
That looks literally like a rag bag. His boots look like he just pulled out. How to lace up his boots, don't know how to tuck his pants, and he doesn't iron anything. His hat is jacked back or too far down. Uniform is just all like he just pulled it out of the dryer, wrinkled. and he's thin, he don't have any weight on him, or she or whomever, and they don't have a lot of confidence. And this is like, oh my God, what did I do? That look on their face tag. And so I used to take that soldier and put him under my wings, and I would assign them things, and I would ask them questions, say, you're in charge of this. And so what happens is, if that's what you're assigned to, and you have a lower rank than the people coming through, you still own that. That's your responsibility. You have to go over someone else if you don't like what I'm saying or whatever, long as you're right. And so, but that end up being Stack, one of the greatest friends, soldiers, comrades, anything you can think of, and they'll go all out for you. They will do whatever it takes to get the mission done. And I found that to be so very true in life. And we have to inspire people, no matter sometimes what they look like. Don't let the outside fool you, because a lot of people judge people wrongly. They judge people wrongly. You don't know what I've gone through, been through.
Put some ones in the chat if you guys agree with Cynthia. If people judge people wrongly, I need y'all to put some ones in the chat. How
Yeah,
y'all feeling? Up? Come on, Cynthia, pour that out. They judge people
you,
wrongly. I need you to pour that out. Put some ones in the chat if
yeah.
y'all agree. Let's go.
You judge people wrongly because just because I'm not vocal, or I don't get a chance or a platform, or I might not wear what you wear, smell like you smell, it doesn't mean I don't have potential on the inside of me, and passion, and a better way to do things. And I think that makes a great leader. It's great inspiration, and it inspires others to be the best that they can be, and not to get cliche with the military, because people do that often. People used to misjudge me. They were like, well, you wear lipstick and you a girl and you this, that, and the third. But I knew how to drive a big truck, Stack. I knew how to handle ammo. I
You
knew
know
how
how to whip it. You know how to whip it. Let's go.
I can whip it real good. If you show me how to start, stop it in the emergency brakes, and tell me where I need to get to, who to contact, I'm gonna make this happen. And that's what I did. And I only weighed 144 pounds, so I could handle my business. I could handle my business because I was around people that didn't mind inspiring me and pouring into me and taking a chance in me. Because when you inspire other people, I think you're taking a chance. Jay, with his, I've been looking into the publishing, and that has just really got me started again to get back to writing. Stack inspires me, like, let's do it. What we doing? I ain't got time. What you gonna do? We need a plan here. We need to optimize here. We need to make a move. Let's bust the move. Let's do this. Robert inspires me because he's on it. He is on it. A, B, C, D, and on down. Scott the Rhino, he inspires me. Shantae Jacob, all you guys, Dr.
Woo
Jerome,
woo wee.
inspires me because she's just Trey. She does Trey, and I love it. The Furby, all you guys, you inspire me to do better, be better, a woman, black woman, whatever I choose to be, you inspire me. And once I've been in the room listening to you guys, showing up every day as best I can, in the best form that I can, in the best voice that I have, and you inspire me. And I know that's half the battle. That is half the battle. Never give up on people. Never give up on people. Sometimes people, they not to the point where you want it more than they want it, but be able to see past that, because little things in life hold people down. And I might be going off on a whole nother tangent here, Stack, but it goes with inspiration. You never know what that does for a person. And when they're at their lowest point, you breathe life into people through inspiration. Inspiration. It is not a light thing, because I can say, being in this room, you guys have breathed life back into me, in my vision, and everything that I know that I can do and God has told me to do. And I'm gonna stop right there, Stack. My name is Cynthia.
Woo-wee. I
Allow
told y'all. Listen, Cynthia be coming in with that heat. And if you guys agree, I need to put some hearts in the chat for Cynthia. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay, when she came in, Robert, when she came in, Shantae, listen, last time Cynthia came in, because I haven't seen her in a while, she already made the podcast. So there's no excuses on you coming in here, making these fire shares and being intentional and pouring your heart out. Put some hearts in the chat. I need some more hearts in the chat. Y'all need to get up in the chat ASAP. Share the room out, ping the room out. Because when we do these rooms, we want to be intentional, right? Because me and Jay and the team, we go back and see what clips are going to make the podcast. We like to edify. We like to put people up there. Come up here with these fire shares. Thank you for that, Cynthia, because somebody needed to hear that today. And if that was you, let's get it in. Let's go. Today we're talking about, does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. Clearly, Cynthia's ready to talk. Robert, what's going on, man? Real quick, brother, real quick. I appreciate everybody for being in the XP Mentor. Appreciate you guys. And I really, 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 really want you guys to really dive into the community, right? Click this link at the top, dive in with everybody that's in here, because you're going to get value from everything that you do here. It doesn't matter if you dive into Digably, Socialocity, Stackpack Media, XP Mentor community on Facebook, you do the mastery with Jay, you're going to get value everywhere. So I really want you guys to dive in. Robert, over to you. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Stack. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing a podcast with you tomorrow morning and talking about all things entrepreneur
Oh, we going
and
in.
how
We
people.
going in, Robert.
And we're gonna inspire. We're definitely gonna inspire. I'm so inspired. I'm inspired every day when we have these houses. And people, you need to click on xpmentor.club. If you've not joined the XP Mentor Pro platform, you need to do it. It is only $18 a month. So you're talking about less than 50 cents a day. Okay, you probably spend more than that on your coffee. I think almost everybody does. But here's what happens in XP Mentor Pro. Okay, right now you can be in these rooms for free every day, no problem. But we take these down 24 hours later, and all the recordings go into the XP Mentor Pro platform. But more importantly, there's over 160 hours of master classes, podcasts, PowerPoints, all sorts of trainings that are done by the XP mentors themselves, meaning by Jay Nolan. What is Jay? Jay is a master sales trainer. He's a master business builder. He's a master team builder. He's a master of the subconscious mind and mindset. So he has hours of training material on there. That right there is $18 a month. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. Okay, then you've got Stack with a Pack. Okay, Stack can help you to be able to reach 3 million eyeballs like that based upon digital marketing. How'd you like to be able to understand that? So he's teaching about that. We've got Forbes Riley, the queen of QVC, the queen of Home Shopping Network, the queen of pitch. She's going to teach you how to pitch your business. So the 30-second elevator pitch, maybe the 2-minute pitch, and how to be able to have a better profile on any of your social apps. Okay, Herman Maroney III, how to be able to gain business credit. That's an incredibly important thing in business. Dan Pila, the foremost tax authority in the United States for taxes. That is our number one expense in business, and it's also a huge liability if you get it wrong. Okay, you don't want the 3-letter agency coming after you. So Dan Pila, I'm telling you, the information just from those people alone is worth thousands of dollars. Okay, and then we've got all the other XP mentors. Colin Tenji Drummond, who is a former Washington desk manager for TMZ News. So what we've done is we've taken people who are tops in their segment, their niche within business, and they have all this training material that is specifically designed for an entrepreneur. I was the senior vice president of Pepsi, running one of the 4 arms of distribution in North America, and I left that to become an entrepreneur. I did not have a training package like this available 30 years ago. So if you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to be able to get to the point of starting your business, if you want to be able to kickstart what's going on, you need to be part of the XP Mentor Pro platform. Again, it's only $18 a month. It's going to be going up to $96 a month, and it'll pretty much go up without warning. So I would just get in there now. And you got 30 days. If you don't dig it, use it for 30 days. If you don't dig it, just ask for a refund. And you cancel. No big deal. You won't even ask why. But go in there and check it out. We've developed it just for the same reason that we have these rooms, these houses. We've put even more information on that platform, and it is your go-to library forever. And we keep adding new information all the time. So appreciate that. Join XP Mentor Pro.
Woo-wee. I told you guys, look, XP Mentor, we in the building. Appreciate you guys. Let's go.
Thank you all for being here today in the XP Mentor Club. Click the icon at the top to join the house, and to be a part of more conversations just like this. Follow all of the moderators on stage. Thank you so much to Stackpack and Jay Noland for putting together such an amazing topic that we can all share on today.
Trying to get back to the conversation. conversation. I want to hear from everybody. Y'all know what to do. Click the links at the top. XP Mentor Community, right? I want to hear from everybody. The floor is open. Thank you for that, Robert. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. If you guys are just joining, that's what we're talking about right now. We're on popcorn style. If you guys are getting on the stage, please take the mic. You guys can talk. Does life get better with inspiration? I'll be coming in 10 minutes and laying it down and throwing some fire in here. So let's get ready. Let's get started. Who else is coming in to take the mic to talk about this topic? Professor, I see you. Let's go, brother.
Yeah, I think it's okay to copy people. I heard it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. We got a lot of cool cats in this room. And this is where the inspiration comes from. It's the stories that people share about how a lot of times they went from just these difficult situations and they conquered those situations, came out the other side. And those stories are inspirational. We hear them all the time with books, movies, and such made about those people. So that's important to surround yourself, with that information. And if you can hang out with those people, which we do here in this room, that's inspirational. That gives a person the
So you're telling me,
encouragement.
Professor, that it's the environment you're around. That's what you're telling me, brother. It's the people you surround yourself with. That's what you're saying to me right now.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Just hanging around the right atmosphere and learning to change the mindset. Because when it comes to doing things differently, maybe something that's a little challenge, first of all, I ask myself, is it possible? Then I say, well, is it possible for me? Well, after looking at others sometimes to see, well, what did they do in order to accomplish that? That's exactly why I'm in this room. It's because of all the inspirational content that I get. Just hearing the stories, just especially from the moderators of what they had to go through to get to where they are now. So I think that's just incredibly important. And those stories, I believe that we've got a collection of those that's under development right now, entrepreneurial anthology is what it's called.
Oh
And
yeah,
those
that's going
stories are
down,
going to be
Professor.
in there.
What you know about the anthology, Professor? How you been feeling about what we've been talking about with that? Because I know you've been listening to how that's getting down and how Jody went #1 with the book, and I'm gonna have Melanie talk about it too. But Professor, how you been feeling about this, man? About the book, the anthology, and what we're doing in the XP Mentor. Over to you, man.
Well, success leaves clues. And when the Healthpedia came out, that was a clue. Hey, this worked pretty well. Maybe we should do it with perhaps another subject with entrepreneurs, because that's what this room is about, creating a million entrepreneurs. And so, what better way to do that than to have a collection of stories from people who have been there and done that and can inspire others to want to reach out and achieve that same goal. So, anyway, that's what I have today, and I will yield the mic. So, thank you, Stack.
Ooh, I needed that, Professor, because it's a bunch of stories from a bunch of people that maybe they weren't authors at first, right, Robert? Because there's a lot of different people that weren't authors before they got into that book with Jody, and then they went #1 with her. The first country that she went #1 in, guys, guess where? It was UK. She went #1 in UK first, right? And then we took over some more. So it was just crazy to see that, and then to have Jody come on the podcast as episode 100 and to edify her book, and for her to get talk about it and get ready for the launch. So that was just amazing to me. Getting ready for Jody's launch, her coming on there and then ripping up the anthology, and releasing her book. I want to go to Melanie. Melanie, are you here? How'd you feel about that release, Melanie? If you're around near your mic, over to you.
Yeah, I'm here. When that book launched, and it went in less than 24 hours, uh, a #1 bestseller in all 13 countries that are on Amazon. Now, that has been told that it has happened before, but not in 24 hours. So that book is it should be with your title right now. It is an inspiration, and it should be an inspiration to everyone. almost every author in that book of Healthopedia in some way is an entrepreneur also. So these people are now successful. They have something to pin on on their chest. I am an international best-selling author, and should that should give them pride. It gives me pride. It should give everyone here that little bit of pride. You know, pride is not a bad thing if you use it in a successful way or you're humble about that pride. When you get off the charts and you're so prideful that you cannot listen to anyone or you don't see anyone else's success, then I don't feel that that is a good way to be. Pride is not so good right then. But I'm proud of being in that book. I'm proud of the two other international best-selling books that I have been in. I'm proud of the book that I'm writing right now, but that doesn't make me a know-it-all. That just makes me someone that is absolutely so inspired by the other people that are in that book. Now, in this book that you're planning, Stack, with the entrepreneurs in, is
Oh
that
yeah, we going viral with that. We going viral, Melanie. We going all the way up.
you will have the same thing happen. It is absolutely in the stars because it's a collective. It is not just one person trying to push themselves to be successful or an international best-selling book. It is a collective of, I think you said 45 people that are going to be there. And they are not all people that sit in their hometown and that's the only people they know. All of you know somebody who knows somebody who knows someone else, and they're not all in the United States. Some of those people are in Canada, some of those people are in the UK, in Australia, in Japan. And those people, once this book launches, those people you're going to contact, and those people you're going to say, hey, this is my book. That's what pushes you to an international best-selling author, is when people worldwide, that's what the word international means, when people worldwide takes a look at your book and says, wow, this is a cool book. And they want it and they make a review on it and they show the world that your book is essential. So that is what happens. And that is such a feeling. I can't even describe the feeling that it gives you because all you can do is smile. Great big silly grin on your face when you hear that first country come through. So if there's anything else you want to know, Stack, just ask me and I'll try to address that for
No,
you. But
I just wanted you to know. I just wanted you to tell them how it felt, how that whole thing felt with the whole entire thing, with the whole anthology, how you was a part of the book and the release, and how we went number one. How you went number one, right?
all I
It
can
just feels good to go number one. Tell them
Yeah, it
number
does.
one.
I'm still sitting here with a silly grin on my face, just realizing that it's hard to even imagine that feeling because it is so wonderful. So thanks for letting me
Of
share.
course, Melanie. I can't wait to do more work with you. Make sure you guys follow Melanie. She comes in and out of these rooms, and she's, you know, she's close. Robert, you know what it is, man. The circle's tight, man. I appreciate you, Melanie. You know what it is. Live. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. I've been telling you guys, we've been ripping it up. We've been going in, and we've been hearing from a lot of different people. And I want to continue the conversation. If you guys are just getting on the stage, I want you guys to talk. We're having a conversation. You guys know what I do, right? These clips, some of these make the podcast, right, Robert? If they're going in hard enough, right? Me and the team, we go back and get the clips and we put it on the podcast and edify people. Let's stop playing.
Absolutely.
So let's get up in here. And then Robert's coming on tonight or tomorrow for another podcast episode. And he was one of the first people, him and Jay, to come through with a sales mastery jam session, which was fire, teaching you guys how to do sales and how to get to the bag and how to get that pillow money. So we'll be doing another episode shortly. Appreciate you, Robert. And let's continue the conversation. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. The floor is open. Who's coming in next? Who haven't I
Hey,
heard from? Let's
Stack,
go.
I'd like to
I'm
speak
coming.
on
Come on,
that.
y'all better fight for the mic. Somebody better take the. Who's that? It's five people. Who's that?
Go ahead,
Teresa.
Teresa.
Come on, y'all
Go
better
ahead.
get the mic. Somebody take.
I'm getting the red bar. Can you hear me
Yeah, we can
okay?
hear
If
you.
not,
We can hear you,
I'll
Teresa. Go
turn my
ahead.
light. You can? Okay. So, I started out as a writer just to be a newspaper reporter, and then that took a turn because I had kids, and it just didn't happen that way. But I always had that passion to write, and so like a couple other people had already said, Melanie and I've been able to be a part of collaboration books, and the last one was last year, and I wrote She's an Overcomer. And another time is No Problem Parenting. It was released in August. And so, what I really try to tell people is no matter, what that struggle was, I took care of my autistic son who's severely autistic. 2 weeks right before his 28th birthday, he passed in March of this year. And I wouldn't trade that experience and the opportunity to be a parent to him. It was just wonderful. And I wanted, use that experience to help others. But when you put your story in a collaboration book like that, you can read the other stories, you can and be inspired. And then I believe I inspire others. But I honestly think that we were put here to help one another and to inspire one another, encourage one
Hold on,
another.
Teresa. If you guys agree with Teresa, put some ones in the chat real quick. I want to see
And
what you guys do. Come
I
on,
just
Teresa. Say that one more time, though. Can you say
I
that
think
again,
I think
please?
we're here to help one another, encourage one another, lift one another up, serve one another, and we can only do that if we're coming from a place of service. Um and I know that even people here in Clubhouse have come to help me. We're celebrating ADHD month, and I just was recently diagnosed last year. And it doesn't keep us from being an entrepreneur or trying to do great things. We're just different. Um and I learned that I had that going on by trying to support my other son. And this room, we're all inspiring one another, we're all lifting each other up, and they welcomed me whether I had my diagnosis or not. And I honestly think that this is what the community is all about, and inspiring one another. And so I just wanted to say that. And I just saw this room and I wanted to be a part of it, and I appreciate you all. Thank you. And I'm done.
I appreciate that share, Teresa. If you guys felt that share, I need y'all to put some hearts in the chat. I felt that, Teresa, right? I'm sorry for your son, right? And we want to be able to inspire others. That's why I love coming into XP Mentor. We got this community here because we can inspire the community. Somebody's coming in, they got to be brave enough to come up here and tell your story. That's a fact. You come up here around entrepreneurs, around people that's been doing this for years and hearing stories, you never know what type of opportunities can come out of that, right? You got to be brave enough to tell your story. That's why I'm glad I run a magazine, because I can help others interview them and tell the story. How many people need to tell their story daily? You know how many people need to tell their story? Come on, man. I appreciate that share, Teresa. We're gonna keep this moving. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. Who's coming
Hi,
in next?
Stack.
Who's after Teresa? Let's go.
This is Santos. Can I talk?
Santosh, it's on you, bro. How you feeling about the topic? Let's go.
I'm good, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, first of all, you guys are there. You guys are already inspiration. That I have been listening to you Clubhouse from last 2.5 years, and every day coming here and there, listening to you people. Like, you are doing amazing job in your industry, and that's already inspiration. Definitely, life gets better with inspiration, because inspiration is just the people they do the things in the way the other people follow that trend. And as it's been said, that success always leave the tracks. So if you follow the tracks and if you listen from the people, and you get succeed in your life, right? So that's it I want to share. And other thing I want to say is, Stack, like, you're amazing in your area. Robot is amazing on that area, because everyone have got their own niche, right? Everybody are smart, because what happens, like, you are smart in one thing, other person is smart in other things. When you do collaborate and you get the result, like myself, I'm in marketing for 27 years dot now, 96 to now. And even my advertising company runs in Kathmandu from 2003. I'm here in Australia for the last 15 years. I'm not on day-to-day advertising thing, but when it started to come to Clubhouse, I remember those days when I was doing a lot in advertising, marketing, branding, and all these things. But that is the thing. And other thing is, you're talking about the book and all these things. I also wrote a couple of books recently with the help of AI. But the thing is, a lot of people, they can write the book, whatever you want to write, you can write. But the thing is, we always have to consider your lane, where you are, what you are writing, and what about your strengths. I can talk 72 hours about marketing, right? So that is my lane, so I could write a book. So that's why I have written recently one book, Marketing 101, Zero to Hero. And with all the case stories and all these things, whatever I experienced in my life and all these things. But you know what, to sell the books, what I found is people always connect the professor, doctor, and all. Recently, I read one book from Oprah Winfrey with a PhD doctor. What's his name? I'm reading that book. He's from Harvard University. The professor, doctor, professor about the happiness. They have written the book. A lot of case stories have been put forward, and I was really, really inspired after reading that book because I'm a happy person too myself. Because I don't need to read any books to be happy, because happiness is your choice, right? You could be happy in any way. So that book, I want to talk a little bit about my book. Like, I have written two books recently, and definitely it's not selling that well because I'm not a writer, right? I can sell flowers, millions of dollars of flowers from last 15 years. But the thing is, book writing is not my profession. That's why people are not buying it. But the thing is, when you can write a book and you collaborate with amazing people, like, I just miss that. If I had doctor title in front of my name, people will be buying that book, right? So that's what I'm thinking now, that I have a lot of PhD friends back in my home country and overseas. They are a lot in Boston as well. My friend is a scientist in NASA and all these things. But the thing is, when you have collaboration with other people, you can use their name to promote your book. That found I really, really interesting, because when Oprah Winfrey and the PhD doctor, they're named together because the doctor himself he's a father of happiness, right, sort of thing, and Oprah is her brand name. So that really, really helps to take the brand in next level. And you guys are talking about a collaboration with two people. That's great idea, because I constantly thinking about that. My book, if I mentioned that book to one of my friend who on the university, who on the college back in Nepal, put his name, he got thousands of students on his colleges. So it is very easy to sell, right? But for me, it's hard because I'm not on there. That's why once you get that step in, and you can do a lot of things. That's what I would like to share. So collaboration always helps, because you have one market, other person have got another market. So these two market together, it really, really helps. So this is Santos. I'm here from Sydney, Australia.
I agree
Thank you
with you.
very much.
Listen, if y'all agree with Santos, put some ones in the chat, because our collaboration piece is everything, right? And anybody that comes on my podcast, I ask them, like, what does collaboration mean to you, right? What is collaboration, right? And everybody always has their own, their own definition of it, of what they do. So if you guys agree with Santos, I need y'all to light up the chat right now, because the collaboration, how you gonna make it by yourself, Robert? Talk to me, bro. How we gonna make it by
Hey, well,
yourself? We need
I'm
collab. We
telling
need
you,
collab
Santos
since
just
day
made,
one.
he made great points. So did Melanie. I just wanted to hop in real quick about the entrepreneur anthology, just to talk about it real quick, since we've kind of been hitting on it a little bit. People need to understand that the collaboration is the key element, but it's not just the collaboration that there's going to be 45 authors. It's who the 45 authors are going to be. I believe that to be one of the biggest pieces. First, you've got the publisher, as MYB Publishing, Jay's company, who's been doing stuff like this for a long time, not to mention our marketing expertise. So you've got that behind you. All right, we just took Joe D's book, Healthopedia, which Melanie was just talking about, as well as some other
That went
people.
number one. Did that go number one, Robert? Did we make
Within
that go
two
number
days,
one
within
or
two
what?
days, and 3 days in every damn Amazon market, in all categories. So it's rocking. So it's not, and you can't make guarantees in life, because I don't know if I'll be here in 2 minutes. But the bottom line is, I can guarantee that that book is going to be an international bestseller. And you can be an author in that collaboratively, and you can put international bestseller in your profile for the rest of your life. So that's going to be happening. We're going to launch this book somewhere between June 15th and September 15th of next year. Let me tell you why it's that far out. Okay? And it's because of not just the collaboration, but it's going to be all of the marketing efforts that are being made. Think about it. Let's say that you could be, a startup, and you're just kind of moving through in your entrepreneurial way, and you don't necessarily have a lot of receipts yet. Well, guess what? You could be, if you're chosen, because you need to go and click on that and apply, and I'm going to have a vetting with you first, and then Jay is going to as well. So we're going to hand pick who's part of this. Now, the XP mentors, they're already handpicked to be XP mentors in the XP Mentor Club. They're already going to be in the book. So we already got over half the spots that are taken for the book. You're going to be in tune with those people. So you think Stack, being a member of that book, he's not going to use every power that he's got, every ability that he's got to be able to promote the book? The water rises, the boat rises. If you got a boat in the water, your boat's going to rise too. So everything he's doing, Colin Tenji Drummond, everything he's doing is going to help you, because you could just be starting up. Or maybe you got a small business and you want to take it to the next level, or you got a medium-sized business, whatever it might be. You know, you could be anywhere in your entrepreneurial journey, but you're linking arms with people who have already done it and know how to do it, and they're going to help to power that marketing and promotion of that book. So not only do we know how to do it as MYB Publishing, but all of the strong XP mentors, which are going to be over half, or not, sorry, not over half, less than half of the individuals in the book, those 20 people, they're going to fire this thing up. So not only will they help you with the marketing and help you to be seen, but also you will have the chance to be able to have first-hand relationships, not 4 times removed. You will be collaborative with them and have the chance to be with them during masterminds, during all sorts of different coaching periods. So you will know them one-on-one. How do you think that's going to help you move your business forward as well? Because they're going to take their expertise not only to help the book overall, but they'll be helping you as well. So that's happening. Okay, that is a major, major piece of collaboration. So we're going to have mass media exposure. We are going to also be coaching. Okay, if you're one of the people chosen to be part of this and you get one of those slots, you're going to get writing coaching. You're going to get public speaking coaching. You're going to get business coaching. I mean, what's the value of that? Personalized promotional material, because we know how to market. We're going to put that together. Of course, professional editing, because it's going to be an excellent finished product. Stack keeps talking about his podcast. Guess what? We're going to be giving podcast opportunities for sure. Not to mention with
Oh, yeah, we about to light
everybody
that
that you're
up. Let's
working
light that
with.
up. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's without a doubt. I've got a great friend who just participated in one of the collaborative books. He went to kindergarten with me. I'm 62 years old, so I've known him a long time. Okay, he works on yachts, and he's not like doesn't own them. He's working on the electronics on yachts, like all the spaghetti wires and straightening it up. But he took part in a collaborative book. He's had 5 podcast invites already based upon it. Just had one more that was actually live in a studio, and he's got a paid speaking engagement coming because he participated in that book. So you want to talk about getting your voice heard, your message heard, your product or service, whatever it is. This is the way to do it. I can guarantee you that. So the podcast opportunities are going to be there. We're going to have a professional social media kit. And this, I think, is one of the biggest things, as I already mentioned. Because of the quality of the individuals and the success level of the individuals being 20 XP mentors. Dan Pila, like I already talked about earlier. I mean, people like that, you're going to get to know them one-on-one, and you're going to have exclusive access to an anthology mastermind group. Exclusive access, only for people in the book. So you're going to build the relationships that you've always wanted to have in business, which is going to help propel your business. It's also going to propel your inspiration. It's going to propel your motivation, because you are who you hang around. So think about if you have the opportunity to be hanging around those people. What do you think it could do? Okay, so make sure you click on that link above. Apply. Get an application in, because understand that as soon as you sign on, when you sign on and you make your payment, that is the chapter you're at in the book. So the longer it takes, the more people that sign up, the further back in the book you go. You want to be in the top 10, 12, 15, 20 chapters. Be in the first half of the book. All right? So take advantage of that. In a little while, I'm going to put another link up there that is kind of a sizzle reel talking about the book. Because you know what? You need to think, how are you going to feel when you are an international bestseller? How are you going to feel when you've been rubbing arms with people that have had incredible success, and they're actually there to help you elevate to the next level? You're working with them directly in order to propel your business. How's that going to feel? Does that inspire you? Because it inspires me. Just talking about it inspires me. I'm excited to be part of it. So just wanted to be able to throw that out there, gang. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. This is the very first that I know of book purely about entrepreneur by entrepreneurs. So this is going to go over huge. You want to be part of this rocket ship. Thanks for letting me share.
Look, I appreciate you, Robert, man. Ping this room up, share this room up. I appreciate everybody that's coming on stage too, right? And if you guys can share, make sure you guys getting up here so you can, chime into the conversation because everybody has a voice in the XP Mentor. I appreciate you guys. Let's continue to share the room up. I see Melanie coming in,
Yeah.
and after Melanie, I'm gonna do a quick reset, and then we're gonna get back into the conversation. So, Melanie, on you. Let's go.
Yeah, I just want to add a little bit of a cherry on top with what Robert said because everything he said is 100% the truth. But if you're one of those people who are sitting on a story that somebody else needs to hear and you don't want to write because you don't think you can, trust me, this process that Robert was just talking about, there are going to be editors in there that's going to sit down with you individually on a Zoom if they have to help you write your story. And I know this to be true because in Jody's book, Healthopedia, I personally sat on Zooms with people who said, I don't even know where to start. And through the process of collaboration, that word, I was able to help people craft their story so that by the time it was ready to go to the second level of editing, they had what they needed to go. Now the second level of editing I wasn't involved with, but I was on the ground floor with that. And I know that there are going to be people that's going to help you in this entrepreneur book if you don't think you have the confidence of doing it, because if you think you have no confidence, this book will give you all the confidence that you will ever need. So, with that, I'm going to land this microphone.
Ooh, Melanie, I appreciate you because XP Mentor, we diving in. If you want to know how to become an author, here is your opportunity, right? There's no excuse, right, Melanie? There's no
No,
excuse for you to become an author. There's no excuse, right? And I want to continue this conversation, right? I want to continue to dive into this conversation because we've been going in and we've been going in fire, right? But listen up, man.
You are now listening to Stackpack here in the XP Mentor Club. We are happy to provide endless opportunities and collaborations in our club for everyone. Please visit stackpackmedia.com and bookwithstack.com to get your free 15-minute call with Stackpack and his team. Thank you all for being here and supporting. Let's get back to the conversation.
I want to get back to the conversation like what we were doing, right? We were going crazy, right? But I need to see who's active. Put some ones in the chat if you guys are active. Who's active? Get up in the chat real quick. Are you active? Who's that? Who's next coming in right now? Is that Muhammad? I hear you. What we doing, Muhammad? We active right now? Is your mom next to you, man, before you come in?
As
Who's
always.
active?
hello,
As
everyone.
always. All right. She's right there. So look, we gonna go to Muhammad. I'm gonna do one quick reset, and then we come into Muhammad. Muhammad, let me slide in real quick. I'm gonna play some music, and it's on you, my bro. Let's go.
I got that can never leave Canada too. I got 2 mortgages, 30 million to talk. I got that is still trying to be over. I got rap that I gotta act like I like, but my acting days are over for life. Yeah, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy, trying to take away from it. With the kid and pray for you. I got people talking down, man, like I give a. I bought this one a purse, I bought this one a truck, I bought this one a house, I bought this one a mall. I keep buying, just make sure you keep track of it all. I got asking me about the code for the Wi-Fi.
Listen, I got my brother Muhammad coming in. He always comes in the XP and he does like, fire shares, and then, I love it. So let's get back to the conversation. Does life get better with inspiration? And I want to talk about this, and everyone that did not chime in, I want you to chime in. But the next person I heard coming in is Muhammad. So over to you, and then we'll swing the mic around. Let's go.
Yo, everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's been quite a while since I've been on Clubhouse. And yeah, excuse me if I make a little subtle pauses. I'm a little bit sick recently. So, the life. Does it get better with inspiration? I mean, everything in life is just suddenly planned. It all goes according to life, goes according to line, excuse me, because even when scientists tried to understand how this world worked, they knew that it was finite. In an infinite world, there is no order, right? In a world that never ends, there's nothing that goes with everything else. There's nothing that makes sense. So, how would life get better with inspiration? Well, in my idea, you just have to define everything to understand it. As the scientist Ibn al Haytham said, if you really want the truth, you have to be against everything you read or see or act or live in life. If you want the truth, you're going to have to go against it and try to find a way to prove it wrong. And if you can, then you're right. And don't take that seriously every single day of your life, okay? Just a side note. So, in my idea, right, and the process of thought is, does life get better with inspiration? You think, wow, well, how's inspiration going to affect life? Well, we're talking about your life. So if you have been in bad places, if you have been in bad situations, you'd understand the impact of someone else's, not just inspiration, but a push, someone else's help, someone else's helping hand, someone else's advice would be crucial and incredibly beneficial for anyone who needs it. And inspiration is something that's as if you were lighting another person's fire with a candle that you hold. And you're not going to use any gas since it's natural. If your fire's already lit, you can light another person's fire, another person's candle, if I may. And inspiration is something that's not just on the basic surface of just telling someone to do something, but it's leading by example. A lot of people forget this, but one of my favorite quotes is, a child will not listen to you when you teach them. They may not hear you at all, they may not pay attention, but they will imitate you and they will do everything you do. That is the entire principle of leading by example. Another reason why inspiration is important is because so many people focus on the circle of their concerns instead of the circle of their influence. Sorry. The circle of their influence is much more important and has a bigger impact on their life than the circle of their concerns. For instance, your average Joe would just go ahead and blame, I don't know, blame the economy, blame this guy, blame that dude. You think, you know what? John has so much time, right? If I had as much time, as John, I would have done so many great things. Well, there isn't more time, but there are more days to come. Therefore, you shouldn't be looking at something that you have no control over. The same way time goes by so quickly, the same way you make your own mistakes. Those are two different things, but they all fall in line with things I should not do, right? Which one is more important to look at? Not the time that goes by so quickly, you're like, oh my god, I haven't even realized. 2023 just started. Feels like it started yesterday, and I'm already in a new school year, 3 months later, and it's January. Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone, in advance. And it's something that really goes into your personality, or more so your character. Because throughout the years, books have been getting detailed in how you should make your personality better. Instead, you should work on your character because that affects your personality. For instance, people with a strong character mostly focus on how they impact their life and how they impact others. They don't care about what impacts them because they know that they have full control over their life. But people who focus on their personality, that's something of a surface. That's like the skin, and not even the skin and bone, just the skin of actually controlling your life. So, if you want true understanding and true concentration on true control over your life, start controlling its bits and bytes. Right? That's like a it's an IT, well, you could just say abbreviation, right? But it's like it's an acronym, right? It's bits and bytes. The bits and bytes of life are basically the bits and bytes that make up every bit of your day, right? The hours, the minutes, the seconds, the days, etc. So, does life get better with inspiration? I don't know why I'm messing those two words up every single time I say them, but yeah. Does life get better with inspiration? Yes, but only if you take action. Hope you're having an amazing day, everyone. Be sure to take action, and see ya.
Take action. I appreciate that, Muhammad. If you guys feel like you need to take action, put some ones in the chat. Appreciate that, Muhammad. Take some action. We in the building, right? Dr. Jody came in. I know Niani's here, Tracy's here, Melanie's here, right? We going in right now. I need more people to chime in, right? And if you just got on the stage, thank you. King, Yolanda, Kirk, Dr. Michelle, Carlina, Nova, Renee, Stephanie, Teresa, Michael Yap Yap, right? Everybody on the stage, make sure you guys are pinging the room up and sharing the room up so that way more people can come in and share this topic. So look, I'm getting back into it. Dr. Jody, please. You know what it is when I do the machine gun, right? Dr. Jody, you know what time it is, right? Let's go.
It's time. It's time. It's entrepreneur anthology time. Let me tell you something. It's great to have fame, and it's great to have exposure, but it comes through inspiration. That was what on our first topic, and I'm with my bestie here, Melanie. So if you hear Melanie, if you hear a little echo, that's a-okay because inspiration comes through community, and I can truly say that with our 40 authors in Healthopedia, if I know Jay Nolan, now that we've got this idea and what we've done with MYB, it's going to be that much better. What do you do with exposure? I was with two of our authors today that we met with, Carrie Fisher and also Karen Rudolph. And Karen is a seasoned author. But what she said, when you have a community, when it inspires you, and when you collectively go in a community, what kind of exposure are you going to have? Y'all, give me some fire emojis on that one. What
Put
kind of
some fire
fire
emojis
would
in
you
there for
get?
Dr. Jody. Get some goddamn fire emojis in there for Jody. Let's go.
Yeah. And so this is what I'm going to tell you. What Carrie Fisher said today. If you're out there and listening and said, "Gosh, I'd love to be a part of this book. Gee, this really sounds. I would love to be and play bigger and better and bolder with XP Mentor. This is your opportunity. With this exposure, what you can do. And let's just talk because exposure then gets you the fame that you want, and that gets MONEY. And as Jay Nolan always says, Coach says, good people do good things with their money. And you know what? This is an investment in you. I think about what Jim Rohn says. Don't wish your job was better. Wish you were better. Because your paycheck in life will be in direct proportion to your personal development. I can say now, and I totaled it up. Melanie helped me, and you're talking to somebody who's been an international best-selling author in 49 countries with 6 publications in 3 years, and I'd never written before in 2021. I hadn't written before, but I got inspired to write my story. As as Peggy Woods, one of our authors and editors, said, the story that you're sitting on, somebody is waiting on. And I believe, as Jamie Kerr said, an author in our book, seasoned author, be selfish. Be selfish enough to think that you have something to say. This is what Clubhouse has shown us. And when you have something to say, to write it down forever is to change another person's life that picks up that book forever. How do you do it? You make a decision and work that decision and make it right. Ladies and gentlemen, and listening to it now, an XP Mentor community, I will tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, you will learn how to use juicy words. You will learn how to bring your story alive. It's just not like writing an email. Jeremy Hoffman, $500 million in net worth at 28 years old. And he said something to me. How can I do it, Jody? I want to do this so that I can memorialize this part of my life. The only thing I've ever written is an email. We will show you. You have experience. You have people that are going to show the way, lead the way. Melanie and I together, and she will have been right off the trail with her, which will be an international best-selling solo book on her expertise of teaching outside the line. Be looking for that. She bought the domain for her book, learningoutsidtheline.store. It is something that will elevate, will make you expand like nothing other. So if you are thinking, how can I do it? We will help. We will guide you. We will show you. And all I'm saying for our last project, I've got 682 slides that I have in my Google Drive that I did for for Healthopedia. What are you going to think that we're going to do to rebrand those XP Mentor style? We're going to take it up a new level. Join us. Just get your big toe wet. Write your story. This is the story that someone's life may be dependent on, their business may be dependent on, and you can lead the way. And this is Dr. Jody, and it's JODEE.com, DRJODEE.com. You can find me anywhere. Look for us on Healthopedia 365. That Stack is blowing up with exposure. He knows how to do
Woo-wee.
that. And let me tell you something. We will all get fame together, as my brother Robert Mailer says, together all boats rise. Let's just do the
Love you,
deal
Dr.
and
Jody.
make 45 authors come alive. Thanks, Stack.
You're rocking it, Jody. Hey, you know what? I wanted to jump in again because I left out one thing. Not only did NYB Publishing help Jody and her collaborative book Healthopedia, okay, but we had the Science of Getting Rich, the special universal edition. NYB Publishing went #1 in multiple countries with that, and then
Mm-hmm.
Jay wrote a book, The Power of a Woman from the Perspective of Real Men. That went #1 in multiple countries as well. So this is not something new to us at all. And like Jody said, the collaborative nature is just so incredibly strong. And make sure you take a look at that link at the top. I want you to watch that thing. I want you to listen to it. And I want you to think about you being part of this book and what it will do for you. How it will elevate your voice. People will hear your voice. They will hear your message. What it will do for yourself and your family. Okay, that's the key. Understand where you can be because this is going one way or the other. Okay, it's happening. The question is, are you going to be on this rocket ship or not? Because it's going, and I want you to be there. So watch that video and then get to entrepreneuranthology.com and apply. Thanks.
And Robert,
Woo-wee.
that's a really good point because just because you think you want to do it, there will be a screening process. Why? Because it's going to be that fine of a book. And I'm really glad, Robert, that you said that of Jay's track record. And let's not forget 365 days. That book is like my daily do that I get a dose of Jay
It's
Nolan
right
every
next to my
single day.
bed.
Yeah, yeah. With Jay Nolan and his mega global entrepreneurship, this is never, it ain't his first rodeo now, is it, Robert?
Absolutely not. Hey, so who's coming in? We're back on our topic. What about inspiration? What inspires
Who's
you? What
coming
does
in next?
inspiration
Let's
does
go,
for you? It's all
Robert.
you, Stack.
Who's coming in, man? I need y'all to come in again. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. Appreciate that, Robert. Appreciate that, Jody. Who's coming in next on the stage that wants to
I'll
Hey,
talk
come
about
Stack.
this
in,
topic?
Stack.
Does life get better with inspiration?
I'll
Lego.
come in. This is Carlina. Hey. So inspiration, like that's huge for me. I'll tell you guys a quick little share that I have that I remember. Um, the first time me discovering like writing as a kid. I remember being 12 and I was being bullied really bad in school. I didn't have really anyone to talk to. And then it was in English class, my teacher, she was she was a little bit different, but I loved her, and she would give us current events where we had to, like write about the OJ trial and all that stuff, different events in the news, and then we had journal assignments. But like when she gave me my notebook, I was like, wait, I can write anything that I want to write in here. And I was just like floored. I was like, I have the freedom to write whatever. And it just kind of took off from there for me of being able to expand your mind and write, whatever it is that you wanted to write, and writing your story. And the fact that, a teacher believed in me, that was inspiring for me. because I didn't have that. You know, things were very chaotic at home, you know, and so for me it's always been about writing. That was how I expressed myself. And it's just having that inspiration of you know, I used to be a big people watcher. You know, I'd go and have lunch and I would like watch and I would like, you know, write down little notes of, you know, characteristics of what I saw, you know, with people and um just, you know, the kind of life that, you know, I wanted to have for myself. You know, life happens and, you know, things don't always turn out how you want them to, but lately or since I've been coming in the XP mentor, like coming in contact with or you know hearing the shares of other women that have you know children on the spectrum, that inspires me. And hearing their story of you know how they're entrepreneurs and you know they're doing what they love to do, that's something I never thought was possible. Because I know that there's a lot of women like me where you know you're a caregiver and it takes all of your energy. And so for me, you know, I want to be able to spotlight women who are entrepreneurs, and I want to be able to kind of be that bridge for, you know, I'm still learning myself. I haven't gotten anything off the ground, but you know, there's a lot more women out there like me who have that dream. They're sitting on that, or just like you guys have been talking about the writing and the books. They're sitting on a book, but they just never imagined. So I kind of want to be able to bridge that together, spotlight the women who are doing it, and kind of, you know, be a voice or show women, you know, like me that it is possible. So, I mean, I've got some ideas in the works for like a magazine and stuff. So it's like I'm always being inspired when I come into this room. And especially, you know, hearing the other mothers, you know, talk about their experiences and you know that they're entrepreneurs or doing their dreams. That's inspiration for me. So it's just always a joy to be in here with you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and land there, but thank you.
Being close to the fire so that way you can be inspired. That's what I want to talk about, right? Because if you come close to a community or an environment fired up enough, you're going to be inspired to do something. And if you guys agree, put some ones in the chat. I've always been inspired when I've been close to someone that's doing something great, right? Or people, a group of people. And if you guys agree, light up the chat real quick. I've been inspired from different people when I've seen them doing great and huge things. And that's what you're supposed to be, right? You get inspired from when you come to the community. Okay, you know what? I can do this, or I can launch this, or I can implement this, or I can launch this, or I can launch that, and I can collaborate with a bunch of different people. So being inspired from the people that you guys encounter is the most important thing. Be inspired from others that you know what I mean, that you see or you see doing great things. And another thing I want to talk about is, you know, does life get better with inspiration? Yes, it does. If you're not inspired by anything or anyone around you, then what are you doing? You're just looking at a wall. What are you doing? Looking in the sky. You have to be inspired by something around you, and your environment is everything. And if you guys agree, put some goddamn twos in the chat. Put some twos in the chat. Put some twos in the chat real quick, right? Your environment is everything. You got to be inspired by something. Somebody or something got to be doing something great for you. You can strive for greatness. I want to be inspired by someone else, or I want to be inspired by something. Something has to give me that adrenaline rush and that drive. And you know what gives me the drive? Helping others. When other people get to the next level, that's, oh man, word. My tools work, or what I've did, you know, my strategy, the Stackpack media, right? It works, right? So when you find yourself doing different things and inspiring, it's just nuts when you see others getting their successes too. You'll be like, oh my God, this is insane. So you want to work on a business like that is in service to others and also inspiring others, right? Like, yeah, damn, I want to be on a magazine, or I want to be on the next billboard in Times Square with Stackpack, right? Or I want to get another, you know, brand ambassador, or be teamed up with a crypto platform, right? There's all type of things that I'm able to come across. So let's keep inspiring each other and let's keep doing more, right? Because we all are more. And if you're more, put some damn fire emojis in the chat if you feel like you're more. because we're all more. When Zay was saying that earlier, we're all inspirational. We're all more. If you feel like you're more right now, get up in the chat. Please get up in the chat if you guys feel like you're more. You feel like you're more because you got to think more. You can feel like you, but you have to think more, right? Every day, every movement has to be more. So everything around you has to be more. I'm loving the conversation, right? And if you guys are just now joining, we're talking about, does life get better with inspiration? I say hell yeah. I say hell yeah, because you need it, the environment, you need the people, you even need the mentorship, right? I didn't know I needed mentorship coming out. I thought, do it all by myself. Nope. It's people that's been doing it longer than me, right? Knows more avenues, right? I had to sit back and learn. And that's what some of you guys got to do. Sit back and learn and wait for your time, right? And that's what I did. I waited for my time every time. I'm passing the mic up. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk.
Hey,
Who else
Stack.
is in the building? Who's coming in? Let's go.
Hey, Stack. It's Kurt. How you doing?
Let's go, Kirk. How you feeling?
Good. I got good. I got some good feeling on that. I got some real good thought on that about the inspiration thing, where it comes from, where you're going to get to, how you get that in the first place. Had a good life, had a real fun life up to this point, done some crazy ass shit. I've actually been 7,000 feet underground. I've jumped out of a plane not once, but 3 times. I've done some really cool, great stuff. I've had dinner with the VP of Georgia Pacific on top of the towers of Atlanta. Done some great stuff. Had a lot of checklists. And I thought it was done, but I wasn't feeling inspired. Thought I had everything settled down. Thought everything was good. Then all of a sudden I got sick. You know, you lose a few years of your life just getting sick. You don't really realize what you're doing. You get inspired for yourself. You're doing it for somebody else. Doesn't really matter. You just settle down. And you say, hey, what's going on? And then you meet somebody else and you say, hey, you've done everything for somebody else your whole life, and you've felt inspired by that. You felt great doing that. You say, hey, I feel great every day doing things for other people. And you hit all those checklist boxes. You hit all the things you should do. Good career, yeah. Good life, yeah. Got all that stuff. Send kids to college, yeah. I did all that great stuff. Fun times. But what really settles you down is when you sit with someone and say, okay, well, what inspires you yourself? So I don't know, never thought about that. So I found that it takes some sort of mentor to pull you along by the hand and say, hey, look, you have the inspiration in yourself. You just never looked at it. You never looked for it. So you want to do something else. You want to do something you never thought you could do, or something you always wanted to do but forgot about because you're doing things for somebody else. Just grab those. Think about those for a while and just don't go after them, because you've paid an awful lot of karma into the world. You talk about kids trying to pay their dues. Well, no, pay your karma. Pay your karma in, because at the end of the day, it's going to pay you back. And as mentor said to me, just wait for it to come to you. It'll start to come to you. If you paid your karma, it'll come to you. Just settle down, wait for it. You'll get your inspiration from within, and it works. It works every time. You never know where it's going to come from. If you paid your dues, paid your karma, look in yourself for inspiration, and then find someone along the way, because you have to help someone to have the karma pay you back later in the end. So it works. It works great. Just be inspired by that. That's my thought stack. Thanks.
Thanks, Kirk, for that, man. Be inspired, right? Help someone else be inspired. If you guys agree with Kirk, put some ones in the chat, right? Helping others be inspired, man. You got to do it. Somebody got to do it. You guys got to get out there and do it. Your business has to have fire in it. To get the results, your business have to have fire, or you have to be walking around with the fire. That's why I say, man, stay close to the fire, stay close to the XP mentorship. If you just are getting here, we're talking about, does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk, right? Please click the link at the top, and I appreciate all you guys for coming through, because it's always being, fire stuff seen, right? Fire people coming in and sharing on the mic, right? And if you guys want to come on the Stackpack podcast, make sure you go to bookwithstack.com, get your free 15-minute call, so that way we can level up together. Select your slot so that way you can come on the podcast show with me. We could talk on iHeartRadio, right? I can't wait to talk to you guys. Can't wait to do interviews. Can't wait to do topics. Can't wait to just go viral with this, right? I appreciate everyone that's been supporting. Let's keep going in. The conversation is open. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. Who's here? I need more people to go in, right? Let's go. Let's continue the conversation. And I'll be coming in with some more nuggets and some more gems that I have about life getting better with inspiration, because as you guys may know, I agree. But I want to see if you agree, what you guys are feeling. The floor is open. Who's coming in next? Let's go.
Yo, big stack.
Jacob, how
Jacob
you
here.
feeling,
How
my
you
brother?
living?
Thank you for being here, Jacob. Let's go, man. Thank you for supporting. Over to you, man. How you feeling about the topic, man?
Absolutely. Hey, it's been a great room again. Loving to see the family here. I heard great shares just now from the gentleman, from Kurt, from Melanie, from Dr. Jody. Congrats on all the success of the book. And Mohammed, thanks for coming in here and sharing. Love you all. Happy Thursday. Hope you're making it a great day. I wanted to chime in on something you said. Um, Take action now. I went to this little hypnosis class I found on the weekend, just online real quick. And I got that. That's one of the imagery he used. Take action now. And as there are now 87 days to the end of the year, guys, 87 days, I just decided to make that my motto. Take action now, right? And so, sure, we need inspiration because I think so many times, like Jay's brought it book, the what's that book, The Intentional Dumbing Down of America, like living the status quo mediocre mindset we were programmed with from the Industrial Revolution when it's the 21st century and AI is here. We can eliminate those excuses. Like Melanie and Jody were saying, we can find a writer to help you or somebody to help share your story, and then we can find somebody to help market your story. So I'm going to leave it at that, but just saying I found a great quote from the great Lucille Ball. I share her birth date. Love yourself first, and everything else falls into place. Now, I've been to the hospital. I've had multiple surgeries. I've had a cancer diagnosis, and without inspiration, that mediocre general public school education and just be thankful what you got kind of humble mindset, that didn't help me. I had to always look for inspiration. But that's why I keep listening to this room, listening to the great concepts like Science of Getting Rich and going to the well. Go to the well and feed yourself up with that inspiration, with that motivation. Just like you take a shower the next day and get ready, wake up with motivation, find your inspiration. And if you can't find something that you love to do, now's the time to make a pivot. It's not too late to the end of the year to find a new opportunity, to find a new focus, to add something to what you're already doing, and take action now. Love you guys. Stack, back over to you.
Come on, man. Take action now. Put some ones in the chat for that. Take action now. I was just talking about that, right? Like I just said that, Jacob. That's why a lot of people got to get out there and make something shake. Don't just be the one of the people that just let things go over their head, right? Be the people that make the actions, man. Make the moves. You want to make mountains move. You want to make things shake. Especially on an entrepreneur journey, you don't want to just let things go over your head and you don't understand things. You want to be the first one on it. Anytime I'm doing something, I want to be the first one to know, first one to do something, the first one on it, right? And if you want to be the first one on it, you guys should be on the stage. Does life get better with inspiration? Heck yeah. Being around you guys, being around the mentorship, it does, right? So who wants to come in next? Who's taking the mic? I want to hear from you guys. Niani, is that you? Let's go.
Okay, go ahead, Nan.
Yo, what's up, Stack? Jacob, I had to follow up because you are absolutely correct. We are embarking on another industrial revolution with AI. What a time to be alive, right? Man, I just got to say something to you about what you just shared. And it reminded me of exactly why I'm in the room with the Stack and the rest of the pack, Jay and Robert. And it's the slow roll of an inspiration. I'm a mother. There was another young lady. Is that Carlina? Am I saying your name correctly, Carlina?
Yes.
You touched my heart. You touched my heart because I'm a mother. My children are a flag of inspiration. I get to look at them every day. But it sounds like you're a caretaker and a homemaker, and it sounds like a lot of people depend on you. And during a time of this industrial age, it's a time where you got to do a lot of things. You might see me running around on Clubhouse with like an octopus as an iconography. And if you read my bio, you can see that I do a lot of things. I got my hands in a lot of things by the way I've written my bio. Kind of makes you think. Well, I'm that octopus lady. I am the one who takes care of my kids. I got a huge range of kids from 28 to 16. And what do you think that makes me feel like when I'm embarking on an industrial revolution with the changes that we haven't seen in over 80 to 100 years? I need to be around people like you, right? So that's what I'm saying. The stack with the pack and Jay, Robert, Amanda, you guys all give me that inspiration, and I'm just so excited to be here. Every time I come into your space, it just gives me some more motivation. It gives me some more of what I need to inspire me, and it makes me want to blow my own whistle.
Let's go,
I
Demiani.
mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's real. It's real, and I've been on it journeys, and some people have heard my story. It's been like a roller coaster, whoop, whoop, up and down, up and down. And I'm going through some things right now. I've lost family members, but we gotta stay motivated. You might be going through things that people you can't really describe. Might be probate, might be a death in the family. And still, you gotta rock with your kids. You gotta be over here, be over there. That's why I use that iconography of the octopus, because it gives me this power that I need. And I need to be around people and the environment that can help me thrive. And that's why I'm here. And I just wanted to tell you, you guys are all an inspiration to me. And I want to thank you so much. That's what's up, Stack. We
Ooh-wee.
love you,
Look,
man.
Deani, she coming in with that heat. I appreciate you. Look, that's what it's about. That heat. She dropped that heat. Put some fire emojis in the chat for Niani, because if you can come inside of a community and be inspired from the people inside the community, it shows a lot about your character, right? Put some fire emojis in the chat, because I love that share. She knocked down the whole damn shelf. God dang, Niani. I appreciate you. And I want more people to start chiming in, right? Because the XP Mentor, we're just heating up. There's more people that's going to come in. I think Ema's coming in next. But I need you guys to listen to this. Listen to this real quick. Listen to this.
You are now listening to Stackpack here in the XP Mentor Club. We are happy to provide endless opportunities and collaborations in our club for everyone. Please visit stackpackmedia.com and bookwithstack.com to get your free 15-minute call with Stackpack and his team. Thank you all for being here and supporting. Let's get back to the conversation.
Listen, I'm going straight to Eamon. Eamon, can you please come in? I know you was coming in after Niani. Let's go. What we doing?
Yeah, hey everyone, this is Iman here, all the way from Cairo, Egypt. And Naomi and Carolina, you guys, you touched my heart as ever. But really, today's share is really vulnerable and full of inspiration because you know what, life can get so challenging, but inspiration always will help you overcome those obstacles. It helps you find meaning in everything that happens to you when you listen to what Jacob said, what Kalina, what Naomi, Dr. Jody, everyone was those was amazing shares, and it makes you reflect on your experiences, on your what on the things that happens in your life, and basically call it motivation or inspiration. Because for me, honestly, it's so hard to differentiate between them, because yes, motivation comes from within, but sometimes inspiration will make you reflect on what's within. So in a way or another, inspirational uh, speeches or stories, and that's why everyone has to tell their story. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you fulfilled in the purpose that you have. It shows you that it you know what, it happens for others, it works, and it's possible, so it's possible for me as well. I'm capable of achieving those great things, even if it takes a while, worthwhile. The effort's not gonna you. It's always like putting a seed on the earth. And if you guys think about bamboo, that planet bamboo, it takes 5 years. It takes 5 years of being watered, being put in the soil, to only to show up 1 centimeters over the soil. So what was all that work, all that effort for those 5 years? it takes effort, but it takes patience, and it takes belief that you are working, and that's all you have to do. And there is another thing about inspiration. It gives you different perspectives. It can help you see things from a different perspective, a little bit encouraging, more encouraging, that look that it's beyond the current circumstances. It's beyond the what's in the now, and it represents or visualize what you want it to happen in the future. And um I will borrow the sentence that Francois has said yesterday: you are in the future if you are working now. So your future is what creates your now. And that was a really inspirational moment to me. Everything that we think about is like like let's live now. But that was a different perspective for me. It has a lot of growth and inspiration in it, and it takes you to be courageous. it, Following that inspiration, being motivated, has a little bit of calculated risk in it. And I believe that I think that those who don't get motivated are not alive. Those who doesn't take risk are not alive enough. Jay has posted something yesterday on Facebook, and you guys, if you're not following Jay on Facebook, you're losing a lot. He said, "Are you breathing, or are you alive?" Ooh, that
Yeah, that's a
touched me
strong one
so
right there.
deep,
Hmm.
so deep. That's so deep, man. I mean, how many people are breathing? How others are really living? Because what does life mean? Are you functioning? Because that's another thing. Your to do walking list. I mean, walking to do list thing. You're going and coming back just to do stuff, or are you literally, truly, deeply living? And it's really huge, and makes big difference when you think about it. So it can inspiration can connect you, can create that connection between now and tomorrow, between what you had in your yesterday, and how you can create something out of it. It's not about being only a victim for yesterday. Past is past, but you still can reflect, you still can connect dots, you still can learn from, and ultimately it will shape your purpose all the time. When you keep yourself around the fire, when you keep yourself on the same line. And as you always says, that if you're not aligned, get out of line. It's that simple. If you are not aligned, get
Say
out
it
of
again,
line.
Eamon. Say it
Yes,
again, Eamon. What you say,
this is
Eamon? Tell them
so
again.
deep, man. This is so real. I mean, if you are not aligned, get out of line. And that's not something to devaluate you. That's not a judgment. That's for you to reform your purpose, to recalculate your angles, where you want to go. What is your destination? Is this road really leads to it or not? Because sometimes it's people think that this is so offensive. No, it's not. If you think about it from another angle, from a different perspective, you will find that this is for you. And as soon as possible, as soon as better. Those who said, you know, fail fast, it's not failure, it's recalculating, it's rerouting. It's like taking the U-turn and coming back. It is as simple as that. And it's as always Jay said this: in business, be full of passionate, be zero emotional. Don't take it not be emotionless, but don't take things personally, because it will hit you. But if you don't take it personally, it will really, really level you up. It will help you. It hurts you if if you take it personal. It help you if you don't take it personal. If it's really all, only about your passion. So that I'm done speaking for now. Back to you, Stack.
Look, we in the building, right? It's that passion. You got to stay close to the fire. And Eman Share just makes me want to win. Like, if you guys want to win, put some fire emojis in the chat. Put some win bunny bags in the chat, something, because she make me want to win, right? She got me fired up to win right now. Put something in the chat right now if y'all trying to win. Let's go.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say that. 'Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in.
See, she got me wanting to win right now. You know what I'm saying? Eman, you got me in the winning spirit right now. Everybody should be wanting to win. Inspiration's all about winning, right? If you can win, that's all we want to do is win, right? Humbly, respectfully, right? You got to be hungry to win. So share the room out, ping the room out. Thank you for that, Eman. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. Make sure you guys are clicking the link at the top and joining the XP Mentor House. And make sure you guys are booking a call with me offline so that way we can figure out if you need your social media together or to figure out if you want to come on the Stackpack podcast or iHeartRadio with me. So I appreciate you guys. Let's keep the conversation going. Who's next? Who's coming in next? Let's go,
Hey,
Cynthia. I see you.
Stack. Yeah.
Who's that? I seen Cynthia. Who else was that? Who's that?
Yeah, I'm just going to say something really short, and then I'm sorry. What Emmy was saying about, and what you say, Stack, if you're not in line, get out of line. It reminds me when I was in the military again, and one of the things I was really good at was drill and ceremony. And we used to march, and we throw our weapon in the air, and you do all those great things. And one thing about it, Stack, when you're out of step, and you're marching, and you have companies and companies, and you're in the parades and things like that, and if one person is out of step, everybody's going to be out of step. And so you have to be, do it with precision. Everybody, you got to be sharp. You got to know what you're doing. You can't second guess yourself. You can't hesitate. You got to be on it. And that's the only way you're able to do that sort of a thing. And so you needed honor and just precision with what you were doing, because we used to get awards and flags and different things like that. And I used to, there was another thing I pride myself on. And it just reminded me, because if you have 200 or 300 people marching and you have one person out of step, everybody else is going to be out of step. And you have to do something called a chain step in order to get everybody else in step. That throws off the band, it throws off the people, it throws off the person in the front, the last person in the rear. And it is so important when you're doing that. And that just did something for me. I love your share, Eamon, when you just say that. And I guess y'all say, I talk about the military all the time, but that's what I know. I've eat, sleep, drink, roll mud in it. That's what I know, and I'm good at that. I'm good at that. And I took the good out of that and just remember the bad. So if I come back across it again, I'll know how to fix that. You do a chain step and you catch back up and you get in step. But sometimes you have to step out of step to get back in step, and that's okay too. That is okay too. You just need a little bit more practice and figure out where you need to get at. Do you need to get in the middle, the beginning, or the end? And sometimes you just need to get your own step thing going or your own march by yourself. And that's okay too. That might be the season for that. But you just got to know what season it is. And that is very important. Again, when you're inspiring and knowing what to say, when to say it, why to say it, who to say it to, and know most importantly what your why is. My name is Cynthia Fox Severin, and I'm done speaking for now.
Come on, I done told y'all Cynthia gonna come
Oh,
in with that heat. She gonna come in with that heat. I appreciate you, Cynthia. Look,
oh,
who else is coming in? I
look,
want to hear from some more people.
an,
Let's continue the conversation. Let's go.
another Cynthia. How about that? Can you take a double
We
dose?
doing a double, so we got two Cynthias back to back. Lego.
Oh, let's go. First of all, I want to respond to her. And I want to say, as the wife, mother, and daughter of disabled veterans, my hat goes off to you. And I used to listen every morning when they were running cadence outside the house. Your left, your left, your left, right, left. And I'm like, oh. And I knew it was time to get up and get ready for school. Every time I heard them in formation running past the house. And the military teaches you something. And there's a reason why you go through basic training first. And it's to prepare you for what's coming. And it's called basic training because that's what it is. And you're going to learn the rest of it as you go. My dad was a higher ranking. My husband, he was enlisted, but it was okay. My son was enlisted. Um, but let me tell you, when you are surrounded by that all your life, I was everything except active duty. But I can tell you the military is a great place to learn from, and they do teach you, and it does start with basic training. And Cynthia, I wanted to come on because I wanted to ask you. I just launched my new magazine today. And every month I'm doing whatever the awareness month is. This month was breast cancer awareness. So I have stories in there from women who have battled breast cancer. The magazine is NGUM, which is my logo brand and trademark for Never Give Up mentality. And it's about people who have gone through life, who have struggled through something and never gave up. Next month in November is Veterans Awareness Month, and I am doing stories on veterans. I would love, love, love to put your story in the magazine next month and recognize you for all the things that you have accomplished in your military career and where you are today. And so if that's something, it's Veterans Awareness Month, and it is also Lung Cancer Awareness Month. And so this magazine is designed that every single month I want to bring awareness and stories from people of whatever the awareness month is.
That's what the cheerleaders do when they get from football.
Not sure what happened, Stack.
What?
I would
Somebody was unmuted on accident. Go ahead, Cynthia. It's over to you.
I would be honored. I have chills when after you said that. I would be honored, more than honored to participate in that. That's all I can say without getting very emotional, but I would be honored. I would be honored. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sweetie, the thank you is to you for serving this country because I know, I know what being on call 24 hours a day, my daddy getting that call, it's time to go. The war just started. When you're on alert, when pulling CQ, pulling guard duty, look, I worked at the missile site in Germany where they had all the nuclear missiles, and I had to deal with the protesters getting in and out of the gates and whatever. But I'm going to tell you, sweetie, people don't realize what our military goes through and how hard it is. And I've seen people complain and say, "Oh, you get a military discount." Let me tell you, that discount was earned 1,000 times over. And when you're a disabled veteran, you come back with scars from the military. It all started with basic training. And when you go through life, it's no different than going through the military. When you start a business, it's no different than going through the military. You start with basic training. Are you going to get scars? Are you going to get wounded? Are you going to have some PTSD and anxiety over what's happening? Absolutely. But you know what? Just like a soldier, you keep staying in cadence, in formation. I'm done.
I could just say, wow. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Thank you so much for that honor. I appreciate that.
Just give me your information so we can talk and I can get your story, because I'm already working on this stuff for next month.
Okay, I'll be in touch. Thank you. Again, Stack, when we talk about inspiration, we just never know where it hits, what shoes people walk in, boots, or whatever the case may be. And like I said earlier, we just never know. You
You
never know
never know, Cynthia.
who's listening, who's done whatever, the little drops of inspiration. And that right there gave me something, drops of inspiration right there, um for my stuff. But yeah, you just never know. And inspiration, and even you having an inspiration day for this title, look what is the partnerships that it's making and the collaborations. Again, what we always talk about, you collaborate and not compete. And so, it's just amazing. It's just an awesome feeling to be with like-minded people. I'm done sharing for now.
Appreciate you, Cynthia.
That's
Look,
what,
who else is coming in next? Let's go, Eman.
yeah, that's me. Because that's why you gotta show up. That's why you want to follow um, your heart. If you want to follow what you feel in your heart to do, to say, that's how you want to show up every single day. Life happens, lives on us. But what happens then, I mean, that was really both of you, Cynthia and Dr. Uh, actually, Dr. Cynthia as well. So that was so inspiring. That was so enlightening in teaching. That's a moment of learning here, that whatever you do, just keep doing it from the bottom of your heart, because you never know who want to hear it, and who want to take it and make something out of it. So Dr. Cynthia, you honored all of us, not only Cynthia, because Cynthia is a sister for all of us. So thank you for what you do for the world, and for being who you are, for being the survival that you are. Thank you so much.
Hey, Stack, this is Yolanda. How are you?
Let's go. Let's go.
I like the title. Does life get better with inspiration? Absolutely. My life, my entire life, from the little child who hid under the bed, has been an inspiration, Stack, for me to keep going. As a single mother at the age of 15, where I was bullied because I was pregnant, with a king who is now 45 years old and blessed, with a father who was an alcoholic. You see, my life is inspiration every day. Everything that I go through and get through is inspiration every day. And I am on a mission to inspire caregivers. Now, caregivers to me is under an umbrella of a lot of God's people. That's you, Stat. That's Lindsaya. That's Jay. So many people in here. We give so much to so many others, and there's nothing wrong with that. But being a single mom or a caregiver who's taking care of a loved one like myself, who has unique abilities. I say unique because I don't believe in disabilities, because even though one thing doesn't work on the body, something else does. And so I am on a mission to inspire others like myself who sit alone, caring for someone 24/7, sometimes not getting a bath, Stack. Never to give up, and never to think that you cannot become successful. It may not happen right away, but I'm inspired, Stack, because last year I opened my business right in the midst of my husband having a heart attack. And as he is on the mend, I continue to be inspired because God gave me this. I asked for it. So to answer your question, does it get better? Yes. And when I'm out there on social media, I'm inspired and I'm inspiring others because it doesn't take just me to wake up with a smile on my face. It takes me to go through some channels and some seasons stack to feel better, to be aware of what I'm going through to come out on the other end. And God has blessed me to know that if I do it heartily unto Him, I will be blessed. And where I'm going with this, through all of the unique situations that I continue to be inspired by, the ones that I say that are not so good, because I don't say that I have a bad day. I will say I don't have a not so good day, Stat. I am blessed with originality to inspire others. And I am hosting my first Caregiver, especially you, day in the state of Maryland. And it's real cliquish here. You know, some people live in a box and they don't go outside of those lines of that box. But I continue to be inspired, Stat, because God has blessed me to be inspired by other people like you, Jay, Lindsaya, and so many others. And I continue to believe, to be inspired. Yes, I can. Yes, I will. Just like everybody else, I have it too. So, yes, life does get better through the unique situations with inspirations of not giving up. And I yield the mic back to you.
You know, the key word that I heard her say, Miss Beautiful Yolanda say, was going through something. I want y'all to capture that middle word. So going through something. What's the middle word? Through. It doesn't mean you stuck in. She didn't say I'm going stuck in something. I'm stuck in something. She says I'm going through something. A lot of us are going through some things or something. And guess what? The key word is, can you stay focused on the through? Now, what will take you through? The title of the room, inspiration. Can you be inspired? Because inspiration is what takes you through. Can you be motivated with inspiration? That's what's going to take you through. So I just want to encourage all of you, as I heard Yolanda talk, as she was talking, and I could feel every, you should go back and listen to the replay, because Yolanda, you said, I'm going through something. See, that through was had an accent on it, had an exclamation on it, and everybody needs to get their through straight today. Like, what you gonna do with your through? How long is it gonna take you to actually go through it and said, now I came out from what I was going through? See, there's always an other side, but a lot of times people stay in it too long because they don't look for that inspiration. You got to be seeking inspiration. Like, you can't get up and just say, okay, inspiration is going to fall in my lap. Why is the XP Mentor Club and House so important? 3 p.m., 6 days a week, because we help you get through. We are encouragers. We are strategists. We're collaborators. But I think more than anything, we're the title of this room. We're inspirational people. And we get our inspiration from other people coming in the room and participating. So we love all y'all being here. Y'all keep on firing this thing up. And I just wanted to come in and chime in. Y'all know I got the spotty service all the way until Sunday, but I'm going to do the best I can to keep chiming in. Let's go. Who's coming in next?
Appreciate you, Jay. Let's go. Let's keep it rocking. Whoever's coming in next, somebody take the mic, man. Does life get better with inspiration? Let's talk. I love the
Oh
fact
my gosh.
Hello?
that
So
Hey.
go.
Oh,
Who's coming in next? Keep the conversation rolling. What's up?
I don't want
I think I heard another young lady. I'll wait till she finishes. It's Victoria.
Victoria, you're more than welcome to go because I spoke once, but I really wanted to bring some other inspiration in here. So go ahead.
Okay, sure. I love this topic. I love when you're talking about inspiration. In fact, in the book A Journey of Riches, one of my international best-selling books that I co-authored, A Journey of Riches: The Power of Inspiration. I did a whole that was my whole chapter was about that, going from hopelessness to healing. And in the book, one of the things that I really talked about, and it may have been mentioned here, maybe not, but I'm going to share it anyway, is really voices. What are the voices that we're listening to? A lot of times people will confuse motivation and inspiration, and I can tell you that motivation will wane on you. Have you ever tried to resist food and all of a sudden you want to eat that cheesecake or that chocolate cake because all of a sudden the motivation went away? But yet, if you are inspired, someone mentioned the why, if you're inspired by something more powerful than yourself, you're more likely to get it done. And I just want to share something from the book that I wrote. It says, perhaps at the heart of it, inspiration is simply a matter of the voices we listen to. We can listen to the destructive, negative voices that speaks to us out of our hurt, our wounds, or we can listen to the voice of the divine that lifts us up. And there are earthly voices that can give us the inspiration we need as well. I've had many mentors whose words have allowed me to open up to the better self I was striving to become. In the end, it comes down to finding worth within. Somebody quoted Lucille Ball. I love that quote. Sometimes you have to trim some branches. All that you need is inside of you, just waiting for the breath of inspiration to unlock it. Life's happiness lies within you. Happiness and joy are choices. Some people choose to remain unhappy even if they have money, fame, success, and power. Finally, don't dwell in the past. Don't dream about tomorrow. Now is the time. Be in the moment. We tend to think of the past or the future, forgetting to appreciate what we have now, when all we really have is the now, because yesterday is gone and tomorrow's not promised. When we're looking at inspiration, stay in the now. I love the fact that Jay came in and he said what we're going through something, and we're always going through something. It's a part of life. Change is a part of life. The question is, are you going to decide to be inspired to take that step of faith, that leap of faith, to know that everything you have is already within you? The best inspiration in the world is going to come from you. And watch those voices you're listening to, watch those people you're hanging out with. If people aren't inspiring you, if they aren't uplifting you, it's time to say goodbye and love them from afar. And don't be afraid to do that. When we can walk in inspiration and we can find it in nature every day. I love water, to be like water. Water flows, it's fluid, it's liquid. It can wear down mountains and rocks. If we could learn to stay on our course, and sometimes, stop doing that, please. And sometimes we have to take another course, move around, and just be fluid. Find that inspiration from inside and borrow someone else's belief if you have to in you. If you feel yourself waning, borrow somebody else's. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you. You matter. You are enough, and I see you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
That was beautiful, Victoria. Thank you for sharing that. Um, if you could post your book in the chat, that would be great. I would love to see that. Um, I just wanted to come on for a little bit, and today is October 5th, 2023. I was going to launch my magazine on the 10th, and there's a reason why, but I didn't because I thought, you know what? These stories need to go out. They don't need to wait for a date that I'm celebrating. But October 10th of 2009, I sat in an oncologist's office, whose office I had been in so many times. But on this day, when he walked in the room, he wasn't as upbeat. He didn't have a smile on his face. His head was dropped down, and I could tell something was different. And he sat down on his little stool that he rolled up to me. He put his hands on both of my knees, head still down, and then he raised his head up and he looked in my eyes very, very solemnly. And he said to me, Cynthia, it's not good. You have multi vital organ involvement with very poor prognosis. At best, 6 months. And I just sat there and I looked at him and I took his hands off of my knees and I put my hands on his knees. And I leaned into him like he had just done to me, only I smiled. And I said to him, dude, you be the doctor and let God be the timekeeper. I said, you don't know when I'm leaving here. You don't know why. You don't know how. You don't know where. I could walk out of your office and get hit by a car. And you said I had 6 months. I said, see, I didn't come with an expiration date. I came with an expectation date. There is a purpose of why I am here, why I've gone through 4 cancers. And that day I walked out of that office and my entire life changed as I knew it, just by watching 2 squirrels play. I realized watching those squirrels play, everything that they required in life was provided to them. They didn't have the fine house, the nice car, the $1 million salary. They wasn't trying to keep up with the Joneses. They were so happy. They had shelter, they had food, they had everything they required. No one was ever going to say to them, it's cancer. And they're so happy. And as I watched them on that October 10th in autumn, when all the leaves were falling and the acorns were falling off the trees, I was watching them dig holes and bury these acorns. And it dawned on me that they had a purpose. And that's when it hit me. Everything that has life has purpose. And I heard a voice, and I knew it was the voice of God. Cynthia, everything that has life has purpose. You have a purpose. I want you to go tell the people that they have a purpose. And I have a personal quote. God given talents are life purposes unveiled. But the only way you are going to know what it is when you go from tragedy to triumph, from struggle to success, and your test becomes your testimony. You see, everybody goes through struggles, everybody goes through tragedies, but it's what you take away from those situations that will reveal your purpose. So take everything that you go through and look at it as, what am I learning from this situation? The last chapter in my new book that I was so blessed to have Les Brown write the foreword to, etch your name on more than a tombstone. Leave your legacy in this world. Let people know why you were sent here. There is something you're supposed to be doing. I love to inspire people. I love to motivate people. But what I love more than anything is helping people find their purpose, because we each came here with one. Not everybody's going to be the doctor, the lawyer, the astronaut, but God gave you something, singing, acting, whatever it is. You have a purpose on this earth. Don't let your name be etched on a tombstone and it's not etched somewhere else, in a book, in a speaking event, in a product you created, in something you invented. Something. Etch your name on more than a tombstone. My name is Cynthia and I'm complete.
Wow, Cynthia, that was amazing. I could feel your passion. I could feel all of that you've gone through. Girl, I could tell that it has shaped and molded the person that you are right now standing, or that, that we're hearing before our very eyes. That's kind of tricky there. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. And of course, I'm reflecting on my own journey because talking about inspiration, I was thinking after 13 long years of growing and healing, I was finally able to put on a pair of heels and walk in them. Listening audience, this is Trey Urban, and I am excited to share my story of inspiration. One of my 50 million stories of inspiration, because just like Cynthia said, we all have gone through stuff. We've all gone through struggle. We've all experienced pain on many different levels. Many different levels. Some of us very differently than others, but it doesn't change that it's impacted who we are. It's changed how we perceive life. And the biggest challenge I had was being paralyzed. That was the biggest moment of impact. And let me tell you, I was one of those people. I'm laughing because I'm hearing her talk about the squirrel, and I'm thinking, that was me. I was the squirrel running around all the time. I was doing way too much, showing up for way too many people in so many places and spaces. Oh my gosh, I was on boards and committees for work. I was the team mom to both of my sons is year-round sports. I had a daughter that was a cheerleader. I was on the board of the football league. I could go on and on and on. In church, I was in church. I led Celebrate Recovery. I led so many different things in all the places and spaces I've always been here. I've always known I've been here to inspire, encourage, and support. I love supporting and encouraging, but it wasn't until I was paralyzed that I actually wanted to be supported and encouraged. And magically, all of those hundreds of thousands of people I've poured into over the years all disappeared. They all disappeared, and I was left all alone with my little crazy mind, and I was paralyzed. I couldn't even run away from my own self. And you know how we do that, listening audience. Sometimes we go run to the bar and have a few drinks. Sometimes we go run on a vacation. Sometimes we go run to the library. Sometimes us entrepreneurs, you know what we are really bad at? Running to the next thing, right? We're the ones running to the next part. Oh yeah, let me distract myself with another project, another, collaboration, another in addition to running all your own brilliant ideas, right? So then when I was paralyzed, I went from all of that to nothing. Listening audience, I had my own properties. I used to maintenance my own properties because I could fix anything in a house from the roof to the sewer line and everything in between. In addition to doing all that other stuff too. Oh my gosh, it was crazy just even thinking about what I did. And I think that really is what broke my back. I think that that's what broke my back, what paralyzed me, so that I could slow down and finally get into my purpose, because I had been praying for years, being in the church. I knew I wasn't living my purpose. I'm like, I don't wake up every day feeling happy. I do not. And one day solidified it for me when the husband was flipping through the channels and three different stations. I think there was a cooking show, a tattoo show, and I don't know, either fishing or I don't know, some kind of other show. And they all said something like, "Oh, I can't believe I get paid to do this. Oh, I love that I get to wake up and do what I love every day." And when the third one said it, that was just it. It tipped me over the edge. I was like, that is not me. I am so freaking miserable. I wake up happy and inspired and grateful to be alive, and then I go to work and I come home and I feel sick. I don't feel right. I'm frustrated. I was not in my purpose. Because I have to believe your purpose is inspiring. It is inspiring. I wanted to be those people I heard on the TV, but I wasn't. So that's when I started praying, but I didn't listen. I didn't take the subtle hints and the subtle whispers that was guiding me, my intuition guiding me to the answers, because I was being a hardhead. I'm like, nope, I'm going to make this amount of money and then I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to have so many properties and then I'm going to go and get into my purpose. Then I'm going to go do it. I kept waiting and waiting. I kept pushing it away and pushing it away until God was like, all right, girl, let me slow your butt down. Let me paralyze you really quick. And let's see if you can run away from your mission anymore. Well, trust and believe, it is what put me into my mission, into my purpose. And so when I tell you 13 years later, for me to be able to walk in a pair of heels when I didn't even know if I would ever walk again, when I had to pull noodle legs in a full walker like the little old viejitas and viejitos use. Yes, for years, years. People see me now and they're like, "Oh, she's so happy." They think whatever they think. I like what Cynthia said. They judge a book by its cover, but they don't know what it took for me to get to this place of inspiration. They don't know how broken I was, not, and to wonder if I was ever going to be able to even freaking walk again, much less live a what I thought a productive life, right? Because and then I had this seed planted. My mom told me when I was young, my mom told me I was going to be a drain on society. So here I am battling that in under my gut, going, "Oh, now you're really going to be a drain on society. Here you're dragging your legs. Who knows what's going to happen next?" But I am so inspired because that's what led me to the next thing. After being that broke, let me tell you, I couldn't run away from myself no more. So I finally got to deal with myself. I became self aware. I started realizing the things that were making me miserable, and I started discovering the things that make me happy. And then realized in the healing process that all things come from your mindset. Every single thing that you're experiencing in your life, whether you call it law of attraction, whether you call it, permeating and penetrating, that original substance that is everywhere in the air. You could put whatever labels on it, talking to universe, praying to God, whatever. In the end, when you start discovering yourself and start moving all the rest of the noise out of the way and all the rest of the distractions out of the way, then you start getting real inspired about who yourself, and that's where all things come from you, from your mindset, what you think about yourself, what you believe about yourself. So please find a way to love yourself. Find a way to love those pieces of yourself, because trust, there's pieces of me that look different now, and I have to love it because this is me. This is all of me now. This is me right here, right now, and none of the rest matters. None of it matters what happened to me before. The only thing that matters is right now and what I'm choosing. If I'm choosing to look in that rear view mirror, I don't know what for. It's not going to help me unless it's only to extract the wisdom so that I can move forward in a better way. But if not, every second you're creating your tomorrow. Right now, those thoughts in your head, it is creating what will inspire you tomorrow. So what is inspiring you? I know it was really exciting for me. I kept going, I'm going to get in my heels again. I'm going to get in my heels again. And I kept telling everybody, I'm going to walk in my heels again. And I laughed because even my little granddaughter, she told me, Nana, you kept saying that you was going to get in your heels again, but I kind of didn't really think you would be able to. So I'm so glad that you could. Yes. I inspire myself every day by setting small goals that I can achieve so that I have a reason to freaking celebrate. How are you treating yourself in your life? Set yourself up for success. Move away from the people who aren't supportive and encouraging, because in the end, they will take away from your greatness, and we have no energy to give away to anything that isn't helping us move forward in a good way. Oh my gosh, you guys, this conversation, hearing these amazing shares have been gotten me fired up. This is Trey Urban, and I'm inviting you to please ping in some of your friends, share out the room. I am so excited to hear more about what is inspiring you. Let's talk about it. Who's ready to grab this mic and share more of their inspiring stories? Hey, TM, so nice to see you, brother. What are you doing down there? I'm a bro.
Hey,
I gotta
family.
hug you. Big hug, TM.
Yeah, right back at you. Right back at you. In Florida, just left a 2-day event speaking to a group of doctors down here. And for me, leadership. I'm passionate about leadership excellence, and trying to help leaders to level up because we need
What up,
leadership
TM? What
in a
up,
major
TM?
way. We need leadership in a major way. What's going on, family? What's going on, Stackpack? Jay Nolan. It's been a minute. What's up, Robert? Iman.
Keep going. We was ready for your share.
Yeah,
Leadership.
that was the share. Like, I'm exhausted, like literally. Um,
TM in the building.
yeah, family. Listen, I've been talking to leaders from all over Gainesville, Florida. I was brought in by Meridian Healthcare to come in and help their leadership team to problem solve. Spoke on the topic of cultivating a thriving culture and top performers, right? And so I've been in summit with them for 2 days, about 100 leaders, VPs, directors, managers. And, the bottom line is, regardless of the industry, we all are challenged in some type of leadership capacity, right? Whether it's recruiting, whether it's training, or whether it's coaching or quality or communication, we're struggling with something. And so, man, we just had a great time providing strategy and perspective, right? And so, mindset and mentorship has really been the focus, along with a ton of other things, right? Conflict resolution, eliminating procrastination. And so, all things leadership is really my focus, man. And so, again, I'm in Gainesville, headed to Tampa in a little bit, and then back to Atlanta on Monday. Happy to be here. XP Mentor, Jay Nolan. What's good, my guy?
Uh-oh, come back, Jay. He's in Colombia still.
Yeah, he probably
He doesn't
busy.
want to
Back
come
to you,
back.
Trey.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come back. We keep telling him he's got to get his butt back here, but he's still out there living his best life. So, oh my gosh, it's such an honor to hear from you. Yes, and congratulations and thank you for continuing to do all of the amazing, impactful things that you are doing. TM is such a great honor. I'm so excited to connect with you now that I'll be hanging out here in Atlanta doing the same thing, leveling up, leadershiping up, and get into all of these power players out here. Oh my gosh,
Trey,
I
when
have a
I
list.
get back, listen, when I get back, we will do a coffee or a lunch. I promise you next week. When I get back, we will connect.
Oh, and I trust and believe, honey, but I trust that life is always perfect. And dude, I know you can't escape me because I will hunt you down. I will run after you. You see me run in the lobby. I will run to people. I will. So I will run to you wherever when you have time. Trust and believe. I am so grateful for my life. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, and safe travels until you do get home. Oh my gosh, Nick, so nice to see you. You've entered the building too. Both of you guys came back to back talking about some power players. Oh my
What's
gosh,
up, Nick?
Nick, how in the heck are you? Dude, your freaking posts are always on point, and I can't hear you. So if you have mic'd, please
He got a
let me know if
call.
you're here.
It looks like he got a call.
All right, that happens to the best of us. Thank you so much, TM. I am so grateful. Oh my gosh, this topic has been heated. There has been so many amazing shares. Amazing. I love this room. I love Stacks coming up with all these amazing freaking topics. Yesterday's topic was off the chain. You guys, this is the man you want to hook up with. See that link above my head? Book with
Tap in,
Stackpack.
tap in.
Yeah, you want to get your 15 minutes. 15. He ain't going to give you 16, not 17. No, you get 15 minutes for him to transform your social media, tell you how you're going to what to get your life inspired. And let me tell you, does it your face on a cover of a magazine, does that inspire you? Does having almost 3 million followers on your social media inspire you? Well, let me tell you, he's the man. He's going to hook you up. I love it. Okay, you guys, who else is ready to share? Let's get back on topic. Hey, go
Trey,
for it.
Trey, I wanted to comment on, hey TM, hey Nick. I wanted to comment on what you were talking about because you were talking about getting back in the high heels and how you kept saying it. Let me tell you, I still meet with doctors today and they'll ask me, "Oh my God, Cynthia, how did you do it? Did you change your diet? Did you start to exercise? Did you change your whole life?" Let me tell you, mindset, I have another one of my personal quotes. Mindset is the onset to all things you will ever achieve in this life. The Bible didn't make a mistake when it said, "As a man thinketh, so
So
is
is
he."
he.
So is he. And I'm going to tell you, I have another one. When the brain is talking, the body is listening. And all of those people that will be battling cancer, and mind you, I said battling, fighting, going through. I never use the words I have cancer. I don't take ownership of nothing that I don't want ownership of. I'm not going to say I have cancer, I have diabetes, I have heart disease, I have a house, I have a car, I have kids. I'll take ownership of that. I don't have cancer, and cancer didn't have me. I'm not a cancer survivor, I'm a life survivor. I was no longer an asset to society. I was fired from 2 jobs because of cancer. I was no longer an asset. I had become a liability to them, to them. Hence the name of my book, Purposely Unemployable. I won't fire me because as a man thinketh, so is he. When the brain is talking, the body's listening. We often hear people who are battling something and they will go out into the world and they'll say, "I got this, don't worry, I'm going to get through it." But see, that's not the problem. The problem comes when they lay down at night and they start to talk to the most important person in the world, themselves. And they say things like, "Oh my God, I got cancer. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh my God, what? I only got 6 months." See, if I would have come home and let that doctor drop that seed into my brain, oh, at best you got 6 months. If I would have ran with that on October 10th of 2009, I would not be on here right now. But see, as a man thinketh, so is he. When the brain is talking, the body is listening. Oh, I have cancer. Oh, we got cancer. Okay, let's hang on to this. Let's keep it. I don't want to
That's
downplay.
why those powerful words are powerful, Cynthia. It's like
Words are
you can
powerful. They
speak it
cause
into
wars.
existence. Let's go.
Let's go. They cause wars and they can end wars.
Talk your talk,
The
doctor. Talk your talk.
dis-ease. What is that word? People don't understand when people say stress is going to kill you. Better get rid of stress in your life. Better get rid of those people that are causing you stress. The word dis-ease, when you put those together, it's disease.
Disease in the mind creates dis-ease in the mind, doc, right? Creates
Come
disease in the
on, help
body.
me. Let's do tag
Dis-ease
team.
in the mind creates
Tag team.
disease in the body.
Tag team. TM, go ahead.
Listen, you just said it. You just said it. First of all, God bless you, and thank God, right, for reigning in your life. Like you said, it words are powerful. They start wars, right? Words are powerful. They get speakers of the house fired, right? Words are
Woo!
powerful,
Come on.
right? Come on, like you just said it. Anyone, listen, the neuro the mind, linguistics language changes everything, right? Disease in the mind creates disease in the body. You have to speak those things as though they were, right? As a man thinketh, so is he. Dr. Cynthia, you on fire, my dear.
Let me tell you. This is something when I'm on stage, I will ask people, I would say, how many people in this room have ever heard the name Jesus? I'm not asking you what your religion is. Do you follow him? That's not the question is how many people, and if I could see everybody that's in this room, everybody that has ever heard that name, just the name Jesus. I'm not asking you what your beliefs are. If you've ever heard that name, just put a 1 in the chat. If you've heard that name, because at the end of the day, he told 12 people, 12, 12 people a message that 2,000 years later is still out there. People still know his name. How powerful is your message? Who are you telling your message to? As a man thinketh, so is he. When the brain is talking, the body is listening. We often say, you become the 5 most people you surround yourself with. Make sure your message is clear. Inspire people. I went through breast cancer. Did you hear that? I went through breast cancer. But let me tell you, if the only reason I went through breast cancer was to save my friend's life, then mine was worth it. She refused to get a mammogram. She refused. Oh, we don't have a family history. Oh, I don't need to go. Oh, it's da 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 da. Da." I just kept on and kept on. No, girl, you got to go. No, you got to go. I'll go with you. Guess what? Stage 2, double mastectomy. I sat with her while she went through surgery. I sat with her while she went through chemo. If the only reason I got it was to save a life, then mine was worth it. You have to inspire other people. You got to tell the message. You got to share. You got to inspire people. You got to reach a hand up, not a hand out. I'm done. TM, tag team, back to you.
Okay, I guess it'll come back to me. That was
Oh
so
my
amazing,
God.
so powerful, Cynthia, because it's really true. I have watched people repeatedly accept what they were prescribed. Sis, they told me that all I would have is back is what I got after 12 months, 1 year. Do you know what a hamster wheel I ran on from that second feeling like that window was going to close? Right when I was like, uh-oh, I only got 12 months and I got noodle legs, like literally like noodle legs. They told me to be in a wheelchair and handed me a handicap placard. And I threw the placard at the freaking doctor. I was like, don't give me that shit. And then I got angry, and anger has always motivated me to do stuff. Thankfully, it doesn't have to anymore. But that was it. That was when I was like, no, you are not handing me this. You are not. I'm going to get what I get. I get what I get. That's what I've always said that, because anytime somebody told me anything I didn't like, I was nope, nope. And then I wanted the 100% opposite. So after 12 months, I was still on a full walker dragging my legs. If I would have believed that doctor, I would never, 13 years later, tell people for 13 years. Do you know how crazy sometimes I even thought I would sound? And I would laugh at my own freaking self. I'm like, girl, you crazy.
Listening to the outside noise, Trey. That's what it was. You were listening to the outside noise. That's why you guys got to block the outside noise sometimes. And if you
Yeah,
guys agree,
you
throw some ones in
gotta,
the chat.
you gotta,
Let's go, Trey.
yes, inspire. What is your inspiration? And I knew I was gonna get back in my heels. And so, third, and listening audience, how quick are you to give up? Swear, some of you people, you give up after a freaking week, a month. Things are
Never,
hard for
never.
6 months.
Never. That's
I'm like,
XP mentors here. Like never. We don't give up. We don't give up.
never.
Come
Every
on,
single
Trey. Come
person
on,
on this
girl. That
place,
that's my brand, my logo, motto, everything. Everything I do is NGUM. You see the magazine NGUM. Fubu started right for us by us. Cynthia started NGUM. Never give up mentality. It's my podcast. It's my magazine. It's my website. Everything is never give up mentality. It is a mentality that you have to take on. I taught my kids when they were growing up, they had a sign hanging on their bedroom door. I will not use the word can't. Mama, I can't. I can't tie my shoe. Yes, you can. You're just having a problem right now learning how to do it. Using the word can't was like using a F bomb in the house. I can't. What? What did you just say? Did you just say I can't? No, 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 Mama. What I meant was I'm having a hard time. Oh, there you go. Let's just change that word real quick. We don't use the word can't in this house. It's a never give up mentality. It is something you take on. It is as a man thinketh, so is he. When the brain is talking, the body is listening. And people have to stop creating their own downfall in life. I was no longer an asset to society. I had become a liability. Oh, she's sickly. Oh, she needs time off work. Oh, we can't be doing this with her. Oh,
sis, girl,
what?
I worked for the state for 17 years, a job
I work for the
supposedly
city.
that was so secure that I would never get let go. Trust, 6 months after they gave me short term disability, they let me go. And everyone
Yeah,
said, all the lawyers, nope, you're not going to get it. But you know, as well as I do, that's when we got our future freed up. That's when they freed up our future to go and what? Inspire
yes,
other people. So
yes.
now not only are we over here helping you guys to understand that if I could do it, if Cynthia could do it, you can do it? Listening audience, do you understand that the only limits are the ones that you will present to yourself? And that's funny that you even, not funny, synchronicity. So I was sharing the other day, I'm so blessed in my life. My dear friend, Michael Lozier, who's helping teach me, the man who wrote The Law of Attraction. He's over
Love
here
him.
helping me teach. He's helping me with my next book. I'm so excited. I love my life, listening audience.
Look,
Do
Trey,
you understand? So he and I
he
are,
helped me format
so I know,
mine
wait,
so I could put it out.
I don't like, do you not love him? So I'm sitting here talking to him, and my granddaughter's always in the background. She's talking, she's saying hi, and Michael asks her, what's the one thing, if you could say that you feel like your Nana has helped you the most with, or that she inspired you with? Because you get to be homeschooled by her, you get to listen to her all day on Clubhouse, talking to people, whatever, right? You know what she says? She says, I'm going to think about it. So the next day she goes, you know what? The one thing is, Nana, she goes, you've taught me to never give up. So, girl, do you know how much I love this conversation? Because in the end, we are being the examples for everybody, not just for ourselves, but everyone is watching. And I want to watch. I want to be the example of success. Do I cry? Do I have moments? Do I fall down? I sure freaking do. Just because I could put a smile back on my face quickly, I experience things briefly, and I am capable of instantly resetting. This is possible for you. So if you need help, clarity call with Trey.com. Please reach out to me. It's free. Clarity call with Trey. com because I would love to help you. I have a unique ability to find out whatever is stopping or blocking you from your best life. Why? Because I went through this. And besides, I'm native and I got generations of all kinds of medicine. But you guys, swear, you can, whatever you've decided for yourself, you'll attract it. You will attract it. If you want the best thing, if you want new doors opening, if you want a new house, if you want better clothes, if you want freaking awesome neighbors, what do you want? Think about it. Give gratitude for it. But first, trust and believe that you're worthy to receive it. Because when you don't believe you're worthy, it doesn't matter what you say, because that anchor is sitting there, like I like what Stack said, like the noise. That anchor is the noise stopping that manifestation. So you got to get to a place where you know you love yourself, you're worthy to receive it, and all the rest is going to come. Girl, I love this conversation. Oh my gosh, you guys, who else
Girl,
wants to play
we need to do
popcorn? Let's
ta-
popcorn it up. Who else
tag
wants to hop in on
team.
the popcorn ping pong on this
Stephanie,
tennis match?
go Steph.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. Hey,
Yeah,
everyone.
beautiful.
I'm
Go
thankful
ahead.
and
Oh my
grateful for
gosh,
being
I'm sorry,
here.
you're going to be on my
Hey.
podcast soon. Woo.
So I wanted to share with you. I heard somebody say the word can't, but my favorite scripture in the Bible is Philippians 4:13. And it says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I say that because this past week has been a very, very, very challenging week for me, right? And so I just like um, had so many things coming at me. And then I just had to sit down quietly for a moment and just get my mind right. And so the Holy Spirit told me to turn on some music. And do you know what I turned on? I don't know if you guys remember that song that says, Rise and shine and give God the glory. So that song was actually ministering to me. Rise and it kind of got me off of my own problems or whatever I was going through that was coming at me to go to a high source, right? And so I got all excited and got inspired all over again because of all the different obstacles that were coming against me. I had to be like David. I had to encourage myself just for that moment and get through the rest of the day. But after that, I was fine. But things do come to us at different moments through things, you know. The other thing I wanted to share is I looked up the word inspire. What does it mean? It says when you are inspired, the dictionary states that mentally you are stimulated to do or feel something. So that's why it's important the channels that you're listening to, because faith comes by hearing. So it's really important, the surroundings that you have for what you're listening to. And there's an airplane going over my head here. So I'm inspired to go to higher levels. And then it says, above all, an inspired person often feels compelled to be different and to do better than they currently are. So we are constantly, growing and being inspired to do better and to become better. And so that's why I'm thankful and grateful for this group, because you never know what someone is actually going through. So it's good to be in collaboration with other people that, can say something that might inspire you to become more yourself, or you can inspire someone else to become more yourself. So I'm thankful and grateful for each of you. And Trey, you don't know, I don't know if I ever shared this or not, but a year ago, I was not able to walk. I was paralyzed on my whole right side of my body. So I couldn't even talk. So if you heard me speak, you couldn't understand a word I was saying. And I can see this bar, but that's okay. I'm still going to talk. Um, but I got through that. So I'm thankful and grateful because I can now talk, I can wave my hands, and I'm still, I still wear my heels like you. And I went to my physical therapist the other day, and he says, you've come a long way, because first I could barely lift my leg up. A lot of people don't know this. I could barely lift my leg up. And now I can lift my leg up with, over 25 pounds. And for maybe about 3 months, it was just the same. Nothing changed. But he said, he was encouraged by me. He said, because I didn't give up. I kept believing that it was going to get better. So even after 3 months, with it still being the same, I was still pressing my way. I was still believing, still encouraging myself, still listening to the right information. So we have to be, again, be careful about what we're listening to, who we're listening to, and be inspired by positive things to help us to go to the next. My name is
Woo-wee.
Stephanie, and I'm done speaking.
Listen, Stephanie, you know what? That's why I said coming to the XP mentorship. Make sure you guys are tapping in with the tools that are at your fingertips because you never know what can take your career to the next level. You know how many tools I've used from just being at the right place at the right time? And if you guys did that and you agree, put some ones in the chat. I've been at the right place at the right time and gained information, and it took my business to the next level, right? You can't let information go over your head. Get up in the chat real quick. You cannot let information go over your head, especially when it can take your career to big ass heights like it did for me. You know how many brands and how many partnerships we got on the table right now just from showing up and being at the right place at the right time? It's amazing. And I can't wait to have more guests on the show. So if you want to be on the Stack Pack podcast, make sure you guys are clicking the link at the top, booking the 15 minutes so that way we can see how to level up together. I done had Scotty on there,
Okay,
I
I'm
had
booked for
Barbara on
tomorrow,
there.
Stack. I'm
Man,
booked for
yeah,
tomorrow.
Trey, we gonna be lit. Listen, we done had Trey on. Look, Trey's coming on. We had Lindsay on there, Robert. We had Scotty, Jay came on. My brother Anthony Glenn came on. Oh my God, there's so many people coming on. A lot of different people that I want to come on and tell their story in an entrepreneurial way. And it's fire because guess what? We got over 115 episodes. Over 115 right now. It's crazy. So I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. Make sure you guys are going to stackpackpodcast.com and checking out all the all the episodes on iHeartRadio. And I can't wait to level up with you. It's gonna be crazy to see how many people want to level up and get their social media together, right? Break through to the next level. Billboards, right? We put it on another level, right? When it's time to get to another level, y'all call me. Do not waste my time. Y'all know what I do. I put that heat on them. I'm not wasting my time with nothing. You don't waste your time either. You're not getting 16, 17, 18. We're going to get a 15-minute call on how to level up. Do not waste my time. Today was a great conversation, Trey. I appreciate you. I was in the background, handling the magazine, handling some conversations that are really going to take the career to the next level. So I appreciate you for holding it down. And it was a fire room. Make sure you guys go back to the replay. We had a lot of different people coming in, and you guys clips will be making the podcast. Me, Jay, and the team, we will be going back to the room replay and taking some of the clips and putting it on the podcast as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for what we're doing and the information and the gems, right? And I want you guys to be a guest. So if you got a story, you're an entrepreneur, and you feel like you got some fire to tell, man, get on the call with Stack. I want to talk to you guys, and then I'll lay down some things that you guys can do. Right, use all the tools from my company, use all the tools from XP Mentor, use all the tools to mentor yourself to get to yourself to the next level. There's a lot of different tools you can use, but they're at your fingertips and use them. But Trey, if there's not anything else to say, we done had a great room. It's up to you guys. If you guys want to keep the conversation rolling, you can. But if not, y'all already know the room is a wrap. It's up to you. What's up?
I think that's it.
It's a wrap. Look, XP Mentor, I love you guys. We're gonna be back in here with another room ASAP. ASAP. I know Jay's gonna have it lined up.
Are you gonna?
And it's
Are
gonna
we
be
going
just
out
another
with a good
fire
song,
room.
Stack? Let's go out with a good song.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go back to the studio. I'm not in the studio right now. So I'm gonna close it out.
All
Hey,
One, two,
Stack,
three.
right.
Let's go.
I
Let's go.
wanted to give some thanks. Can you hear me? My mic wasn't coming
I
in.
can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I tried to jump in a few times, but I just wanted to say so much love for y'all. Trey, Cynthia, both Cynthias. Stack, it's been a fire room. Everybody who shared, I just had to give thanks. I tried to chime in, but my mic wouldn't work. But I love you all. I'm so glad I showed up and came in the room today because it's been a fire room full of heartful, authentic shares, and I really love and appreciate everybody in here. Thanks so much. Love y'all. Make it a great day. Happy Thursday. We'll see you. Stack, back over to you.
Look, Jacob, I appreciate you, man. We're gonna be back in the building tomorrow. I know Jay's gonna have a fire ass room, or I'll probably head up the room tomorrow. We're gonna see what the schedule's looking like. So I appreciate you guys for all the support. And make sure you guys are clicking the link at the top to join XP Mentor. If you when we come back for more conversations like this, it's going to be another good ass conversation, good vibes, good people coming in, and inspiration. So today was about inspiration. You guys did good, and expect to see some of you guys' clips on the podcast. So tomorrow we'll have another recap episode because I'll be in the studio tonight, and I'll be doing some recap episodes and some other episodes with another guest and more people coming on as they start to come on every day. So visit stackpackpodcast.com, go to bookwithstack.com, and also visit stackpackmedia.com. Let's go, Trey. I'm out.
Thank you, Stack, for the honor of helping me, or allowing me to support you. So thank you for this amazing room, dude. You know your rooms are always fire. It's always my very great honor. Listening audience, it's been a great pleasure. Come back. We're here 6 days a week, same time, 3 o'clock Eastern. Love to see you.
Lego.